And the Traralgon and Moe A-grade netball sides welcome you to the TRFM 2018 Gippsland League Grand Final. We ask that you now please be upstanding to observe the Australian National Anthem.
They bounce back again. Can they get back to back?
We haven't quite got the updates for B grade. I believe it has still finished. Scuzz, I know Rick doesn't have the earphones on, but does he have an update on the B grade netball, please?
Rick Galea is down at ground level at the moment as well. And Rick, have you got an update for us?
Yeah, g'day boys. Just come from the B grade netball. At that stage, Traralgon were up at 39 to 36. That was with about a few minutes to go, so I'm not quite sure. I've just raced over here.
Fantastic. Thanks very much, Rick, who is down at ground level for Carpet Country. Just repeating that Maffra have won the toss here and will kick towards the city end of the ground. Leongatha to kick towards the Hazelwood Power Station end. All is in readiness. There's a massive crowd. The grandstand is full, and the crowd is building nicely in front of the social rooms as well. No real surprises at the moment down back, although Fleming is back there. Johnson is back for Maffra in that customary halfback flank role. Hutz looks to take Lloyd, perhaps, who rolls in to centre half forward. Lockwood's going to start forward for the Parrots. In the midfield, Troy?
In the midfield, we've got Cal Porter there for Maffra. Obviously, Kieran Jones taking the ruck. Ed Carr and Alex Carr as named. And for Leongatha, it is in the middle Hayden Brown alongside Tom Marriott and Luke Bowman, and taking the ruck will be Ben Willis. So great contest for both sides set up.
Here we go. It is the 2018 TRFM Gippsland League Grand Final. It is one each. Maffra won it in 2016. Leongatha in 2017. Who will win today? We'll find out in 4 quarters time as the ruckmen go at it. Jones got high. No one really tapped it down. There he is, Marriott, the True to Warden Rodder medal winner. A handball out to McGrath. The quick left foot kick was picked off by Fleming. He kicks it towards a half forward flank. Bedgegood is out there. He leads the race in front of Westaway. His kick, though, goes straight up and down towards the boundary line in the end, and it goes out of bounds on the full. Westaway to have the kick.
Maskell has lined up forward there for the Parrots. I don't know, I think you might have mentioned that early, Darryl, as Westaway comes in board his own defensive 50, finds Sculling deep in his left back pocket. As Olden for the switch, selects to go long down the line to left half back. Flying in is Brown. No chopping of the arms, free kick. Porter back there for Maffra. Has a bit of time. Great pressure there It's going to come out to Alex Carr, though, getting a chiselling pass inside 50. Too hot for the hands there. Sculling leaves it behind. O'Brien, fierce tackle, holding the ball. Free kick going the way of Brock Davidson for Leongatha. Under a little bit of pressure early, the Parrots, Eagles, looking to get off to a good start.
Davidson has it. Inside his defensive 50, kicks it to the far side towards the wing. Maskell was the target. Little spoil out there. Hutz did well, but Lockwood swooped on it. Handballed over the top, picked off, though, by Walker. He goes again, does Walker, after losing the football, and he's given away a free kick, and it goes to that man, James Lloyd. He is a long way from home, though. He's at half-forward flank. Kicks it inside the forward 50. Dunn's back there. So's the resting ruckman Jones. Willis was the rover. Handballs over the top. Strong work there by Johnson to give a handball off to Adams, and he kicks it towards the boundary.
Adams clears the area, but it's a 1-on-4 in favour of Leongatha, but beating all comers in front of Bedgegood. Goes out of bounds for a boundary throw-in. Left half-forward flank there for Leongatha as they got their first inside 50. Kieran Jones working back nicely to help his defence. Boundary throwing, that man Jones tries to work Willis off the ball. They leave it behind, and Maffra have touched the ball.
Yep.
And it wasn't one of those ruckmen. It looked to be Carr as the ball got blown in towards his favour, and he touched the ball. It's going to be Brown with the free kick for Leongatha. Attacking side of centre wing, goes long. Players set themselves. Lockwood at the front. Fleming works him off the ball, comes to the ground. Adams, it's Walker back there. Gives it off to Johnson. He's tackled under pressure. Lockwood there for Leongatha, puts his head over it. Great work, comes out to Maskell on the left boot. There's the first goal of the game. The Parrots on the board early through Cade Maskell.
I'll tell you, he's got a really important role today, and that's Julian Lockwood, boys. He's got Sam Fleming on him. Twice now they've gone through him, Leongatha, as they've gone forward. Just competed in the air, brought the ball to ground, and they've resulted in getting a nice goal from it.
And on the Harvey Norman Computers Gippsland scoreboard, it took 2.5 minutes for the first score of the 2018 Grand Final. Leongatha 1 goal straight, 6 leading Maffra yet to score.
Yeah, great work by Maskell there, the opportunist, as the ball goes back up again. Good work by Jones to knock it down. Coming off the wing there was Coleman, but quick there was Brown to handball inboard. Marriott tapped it towards Bowman. It ricochets now to Porter. A quick kick inside forward 50. Petro had the spoil. Bedgegood was front and square. He took on the tackler West away, and he's been pinged holding the ball. The advantage was paid to Skelling. Dangerous kick, just come off to Brown. Right in the centre square at true centre half back area.
I know it's early days yet, Paul, but Brown seems to be getting his hands on it early.
3 touches already,
in 3 minutes.
Kicks it out wide to Olden. Olden now can run, and a short little kick there it was. It was Cooper, sorry, went to Sandbrook, who was on the wing. They hold onto it. He's got an option out wide near the grandstand in Forrester. Decided not to go there and went down the line, and Clossy marked. No, he didn't. He dropped it in the end, but McGrath grabbed it, and then Clossy put a really strong tackle on him on the half-forward line there for the Parrots.
Has Kyle Cooper gone a bit of a retro Dusty Martin sort of hairstyle? As the ruck contest, Willis wins it down, Butcher leaves it behind. Players are just waiting for someone to grab it. Olden does just that. Ends up out with Sandbrook. Quick little handball to Willis, smothered off the boot. Fleming, tough one to gather, leaves it behind. Maskell gathers, tackled straight away by Carr. Players are really barrelling in early. Carr just releases out through half-back flank. Great work by Westaway, attacks it and sees the ball out for a boundary throw in true centre wing, near side. 4 minutes gone into this first term, 1 goal to Leongatha early.
First change rotation comes in as Alexander comes onto the ground, and the ruckman go at it. Big Willis knocks it down, but it's going to land in the hand of Geishan. Handballs over the top. This one's to Carr. That's Ed. He kicks a barreling torpedo drop punt, and it goes out of bounds on the full in front of the big crowd in front of the Moorwell social rooms here this afternoon. As Nathan Scurra at ground level just going to do a bit of technical work there. As bringing it back into play will be Westaway for the Parrots. His kick close to the boundary line. It is out of bounds on the full in front of Cameron Stone.
Down at ground level, thanks to Carpet Country, Rick Galea.
Hey guys, just behind the Leongatha bench here, the big emphasis is on spread out of that back half of the ground, get the centre wing, and we want to come inboard. They want to leave Gannon 1 out. They want everyone pushed up out of that 50 and leave Gannon 1 out in that goal square.
Great work, Rick. Thank you very much for that. We'll work on who that one might actually be.
Ganane.
Ground level,
Ganane.
Nathan Scurra.
I think it was Ganane.
Ganane, great work. Good work, Rick, as the boundary throw comes back in. Petro knocked it down, picked off by Bowman. Now the Sandbrook run. He goes inboard. It's a wobbly kick. He does well, though, because Dunn had it. He just kicks it to open space. He knew he had a runner, and it was Olden. It's a foot race. Young Hudson Holmes is quick, closes. Great tackle by Holmes. They got the handball away. Hutz now will help his teammate out, gather the football and kick it out to Butcher, who allowed it to bounce. He has to get it stone closed on his head. And we'll get a free kick, Danny Butcher on the wing for the Eagles.
He did that really well, Danny Butcher. He didn't lead with the head, but he just turned in favour and got the free kick as Jones marks right half forward flank for Maffra. Going to go inside 50. That's a scrappy kick. Is going to kick it to his opposite number in Willis, who dropped what he should have taken. Renoy puts his head over the ball as well. We'll have a ball up 45 metres out from Maffra's goal, directly in front. 6 minutes gone, 6-point margin in favour of Leongatha.
Big tap out towards Butcher, handballs out the back to Porter, has a flying shot, 49 metres. The first goal for the Eagles goes to the midfielder veteran in Kelvin Porter.
Yeah, that was a beautiful goal there from Porter. Just some news here down at ground level, boys. Alex Carr, he's come off. I'm not sure what it was. He was feeling for his shoulder. He went into the rooms. He's out now. But he did start to go down to the rooms. He was lifting his arm up in the air, so it'd be interesting to see what eventuates.
At the 7-minute mark of the first quarter, scores are level on the Harvey Norman Computers Gippsland scoreboard. Both teams, 1 goal straight, 6.
Hopkins for the Eagles goes in the middle.
Notice when Alex Carr got that clearing kick outside defensive 50, he looked straight down at his foot. I'm not sure whether someone stood on his foot either, Scuzz.
Well, in a bit of strife is the midfielder from the Maffra in Alex Carr. As we've got another stoppage in the middle of the ground. And Jones and Willis, as we said, they'll take 90% of the ruck work out this afternoon. Willis taps it towards his forward 50. Good work by Marriott Strong. Go to Hopkins. Good run down. Tackle. Play on advantage. Didn't be paid, sorry. And a quick kick by Borschman goes out of bounds. But Troy, you were calling for holding the ball there. The umpire missed it. Yeah. And they got away with one.
Well, same thing happened up the other end when I think it was Bedgegood had a swing and had a fresh air. He got paid holding the ball against him. That was very similar, but it went in Leongatha's favour as Hutz taps it over the back. Butcher there, roves it off the pack, clears a defensive 50 out wide. Jones working back there with Willis. The big ruckman go at it. Willis gathers. Great run-down tackle again by Bedgegood. Still not holding the ball. Bedgegood somehow manages to come up with it. Goes inboard and finds Josh Davis on his defensive 50. Right-hand side. Goes back inboard. Johnson gathers low. Clears to the near side through Walker. Walker's got Coleman over the top. Doesn't elect to go there. He's only 20 metres from his defensive goal. Now Ed Carr, who's worked hard from the midfield, marks. Goes inboard to, again, Davis, working hard. Clears to Hutz, running through Carr, through half-back flank. Has a bounce, has pressure from. Great run-down tackle. Chris Dunn, chase-down tackle. Nullifies any forward thrust. And a 50-metre penalty.
Didn't come back to the mark, it was, Troy.
Oh, you
just took a step over it and come straight to the bench now, Troy.
Those things can really be costly when Maffra got the last goal in response to Leongatha's first goal, looked to be going forward. Unfortunately for Ed Carr, trying to create something off the half-back, but a great run-down tackle from Chris Dunn. I thought, just...
That's what you want for the small forward,
absolutely,
isn't it?
But I think the 50-metre penalty is a
yeah,
bit
well,
harsh.
If that's the standard, it was only one step over the mark. And that's what they'll pay, as Chris Dunn will be directly in front. As we said, it is all tied up at 6 points apiece at the moment, but Chris Dunn will have a shot. He is the league's leading goal scorer, and he puts it straight over the goal umpire's head, Chrissy Dunn.
Yeah, you boys nailed on the head there. I'm not sure about the 50, but how good was the pressure there? It's a really high, intense type game where there's been just so many hard run-down tackles, but that's exactly what you want from your medium-sized forward, isn't it? You run hard and you tackle, and he ended up getting the rewards from it.
And the Harvey Norman Computers Gippsland scoreboard, we've got the 9-minute mark of the first quarter with Leongatha sitting on 2 goals straight 12, Maffra 1 goal straight 6.
Big moments brought to you by Monticello as the first 50 of the game was a costly one. A goal to the Parrots, back to the middle. Jones knocked it down. Running there was Carr. This is Alex. Tried to get it going the first time and then got driven into the ground. And the umpire said it was all fair. Rolled in the tackle. We'll do this one.
Quick around the courts for Harvey Norman Furniture Gippsland in B grade is Traralgon, 46, defeated Moe, 40. Nick Jennings for Traralgon, best on court.
Willis tapped it down, picked off though by Carr, and he'd been held before he took possession of the football, Alex Carr. And he'll have it at centre half forward for the Eagles. Leeds present. Bedgegood goes up the middle. Petro went out wide. Now he does a second lead, does Petro. He goes in that sort of direction. It's a long kick. It goes deep inside 50. What a big kick. 60-metre kick. Last line, touched on the line.
He's kicked it off one step as well.
Minor score, 10 minutes in.
Taking Maffra to 117 on the Harvey Norman Computers Gippsland scoreboard. Leongatha leading by 5 points. They are 2 straight 12.
Forrester goes short to Sandbrook in the pocket. Holds things up. Maffra's zone just sort of rolls across now to the far side of the ground. They're in a good position, the Eagles. The kick goes high towards the 2 ruckmen. Jones within the front there was Johnson as well. Tried to duck the shoulder. And the umpire said holding the ball.
Yes.
Yes.
I like it, Daryl.
He took it on and ducked the shoulder, trying to get the high one. And a free kick goes to Brown. Lloyd. Kicks it out wide now to Forrester. Back at his, West away. Defensive 50 for the Parrots. Towards the wing it comes. McGrath will get this on his chest. Great little spoil. Clossie may have hurt himself there.
Yeah.
And the free kick goes to Paddy McGrath.
No one on the mark.
Doesn't decide to play on. He kicks it inboard towards Forrester, who can mark, and he goes towards half-forward flank. There's all Eagles back there, although Adams dropped the mark. Johnson flicked a handball out to Adams out the back. Now Carr, this is Ed. Swings around, right foot chip kick it is in the end. Beautifully done. Found Bennett right on centre wing. Mitch Bennett goes lateral across to Hudson Holmes. Has anyone presented on the far side? Not yet. Petro does now. Kicks it over his head, though, to space. Bedgegood has to work hard with Forrester in company. Lets it bounce. West away it is that was closing. And Bedgegood kicks around his body, top of the 50. Scalling comes out to meet it. Just gave it up now. Quick kick by Sandbrook comes towards Borshman. And he marks it. Comes lateral towards Hopkins, centre half back for the Parrots.
Hopkins with the double switch, goes out wide to Cooper, running off the back pocket. Goes through half back flank, chips one over the top. McGrath has a sit. That could be man in front. No, Coleman was the man in front, and Coleman not really appealing for it, so he must have conceded that mark. McGrath takes a strong mark over the back, just forward of centre. Goes long inside 50. It should be Maffra's ball. Hutz gets a fist on it. Fleming roves. Feigns a handball to Carr, then chips one forward. O'Brien bounces at his feet, has to gather. Marriott puts on a strong tackle, and we'll see a ball up right half forward flank for the Parrots. I thought that might have been a man in front mark there.
Yeah,
Coleman,
he just seemed
Coleman didn't seem to.
I think Coleman got it after
Yep.
that the Leongatha McGrath took the mark.
Sharking it off the ruck contest there was Brown. Ganane in front. Let's go with the ball. No free kick. Handball over the top. Ends up with Borshman. And great work by Geishan. Hurry kick outside defensive 50. Only goes as far as Hopkins. Hopkins kick inside the corridor. It's there with Dunn. Great diving smother by Butcher. And then he goes and gathers his own crumbs. Now they're running through half-back flank. Carr leaves it behind.
Good
Great tackle
tackle
by Forrester. Gives it off to Butcher, though. Butcher out wide to Renoy through the wing. Chips one over the top to Alexander. Goes over his head, though. Verboon for Leongatha. Handballs out wide to Sandbrook, and we'll see the ball out for a boundary throw-in. Just when Maffra looked to be away, a couple of costly fumbles, and we'll have a boundary throw-in on attacking wing for Maffra.
Down at ground level for Carpet Country.
Cade Maskell, boys, he's had a big couple of, Pat McGrath's had a couple of big contests down here. He's hit up at the ball before and hit Jared Clossie pretty hard. He's hurt his arm. It looks like he might come back on, but he's in a bit of pain down here at the minute.
Well, Fleming takes the mark at half-back and then chips it inboard to Carr. He can go further afield. Holmes was the one that presented for him. Half-forward flank, just an awkward bounce, allowed Davidson to come in. He handled out the back to Sandbrook, took on the tackler in Davis. Got it back to Davison, though. His kick now goes to half-forward. Maskell was the one over the shoulder to win a free kick. The advantage? No, McGrath wanted to take the advantage. Nathan thought they were out because Chrissy Dunn was about to run onto it.
Just quickly, Paul, free kicks.
Free kicks, 8 to Leongatha, 2 to Maffra.
We're 14.5 minutes in, and the margin is 5 points. Maskell's kick went to Dunn in the end and missed him and goes over for a boundary throw-in. 60 metres around from Leongatha's goal. It is the TRFM Gippsland League Grand Final on this great Saturday afternoon. Troy Makepeace on TRFM.
Right on the 50-metre line for Leongatha, as in the ruck now goes Lockwood. Comes to ground. Ed Carr gets a clearing kick. Davidson can't quite gather. Very difficult one to mark. O'Brien really ferocious in the contest. Nice little tap out to Butcher. Butcher's left foot to half-forward flank. Bennett bounces in front. Forrester works back for Leongatha. Can't gather. Does now. Goes back to Kelly. Kelly handballs back to Verboon. Releases inboard and finds Westaway marks on his defensive 50. Right in the centre of the ground. Chips one over the top to Forrester. Things are just opening up a little bit for the Parrots as this kick is going to be turned over, though, as Geishan tracks back nicely. Handballs inboard to Hutz. Over the top to Johnson, gets a nasty bounce. McGrath for pressure. Now the turnover. Lloyd gathers, can't quite take control of the ball. Porter gets tackled straight away. Geishan soccers it off the ground. A little too much on that. Goes out of bounds on the full, on centre wing on the outer side, Westaway to take the free kick for the Parrots.
Boys, I reckon that just at the minute to me, it looks like Leongatha's outnumbering the Maffra boys. I think their work rate just this last 4 or 5 minutes has just been a little bit higher.
Yeah, absolutely would agree with that. Jones come off. Here's Ruckman to take the mark there for the Eagles. Handballed out the back now to Fleming. He kicks it out wide to Geishan. They've only gone 10, 15 metres within 3 kicks. Again, they go short. Found Ed Carr, who can handle over the top to Fleming, who ran on from half-back. He went lateral to Butcher. They're still inside the defensive centre square at the moment. The Eagles just holding on to things.
Leongatha just tracked back really nicely there just to clog up any possible outlets there for the Eagles.
Butcher goes towards half forward. Letting it go underneath him there was Jolly. Came in for the Parrots was Davidson, and Petro wrapped him up in a tackle. We'll have a stoppage. 60 metres out now from Maffra's goal it is. It's a 5-point margin. Good work by the Rover there in O'Brien. His kick was partially smothered. He have to go again. Picking it up there was Forrester. Handball to McGrath. Got it back inboard. Brown has it. Missed the handball, which was Lockwood. But coming in to help there was Borshman. It was. They fumble around with it now, the Parrots. It lands in the hands of the Eagles. And we know that the Car boys can unload. And this is Alex delivering beautifully to Mitchy Bennett. And it's great work. Just that little pressure, the perceived pressure, and the Parrots coughed it up, and the midfielders were able to get onto it and deliver nicely to Mitch Bennett.
We have a nice little view behind this one, just on the back of Mitch Bennett's right shoulder. We'll have a good look at this one. Just aim this one at just inside the goals of the left post. As one of the supporters behind the goals asking it to go right, and it goes left post straight through the middle as the wind brings it back over the goal umpire's head. Maffra respond again.
Yeah, there's a couple of little danger signs when they do go forward, Maffra. I reckon he's got Kyle Cooper for pace, Mitch Bennett. As soon as he gets out on a lead, he's just so smart when it goes forward, and he's got the car boys kicking it in, but he's just, I reckon he's just got Kyle Cooper that little bit too much speed.
And the first lead change of the match just come at the 18-minute mark of the first quarter. The Harvey Norman Computers Gippsland scoreboard reading Maffra 2-1-13, now leading Leongatha, who are 2 goals straight 12.
So Lockwood now gets his chance in the middle. The youngster Jones will go at it. Lockwood got up first, but Jones tapped it nicely down to Porter. He was quickly wrapped up in a tackle from Brown. And we'll do this one again. Of course, the ruckman Kieran Jones playing 17 games this year. Quick kick there by Ed Carr from that stoppage. Goes straight up and down. No one can mark it. Bowman shuffled a handball out the back there to Stone, who they eventually gave it to Borshman. They get it towards half-back, but Clossy was there for the Eagles. Chipped it out wide. Butcher it is, has got a bit of space. He allowed it to bounce. He's right on the boundary line. Takes a bounce, kicks it back inboard, top of the 50, and strong mark there by Marriott from Leongatha, who chips it across in front there of Olden. Bounces away from him. He's got Big Willis, who's just come in off the bench, but it's picked off by Kelvin Porter for the Eagles. Swings around, wheels around, right foot delivery. Skelling drops the mark. Bedgood swooped on it. Now he tries to flick it out by hand. Carr comes in looking for one over the shoulder. Alex said he wanted it high. The umpire said no. The Marriott tackle was fair.
Oh, I had a different view of it. Yep. How about down at ground level there, Scuzz?
I did put a head back, but I reckon you might be right, Makey.
Willis taps it down, trying to shark it off the pack. There was Brown. Sculling gathers, releases out there to Kelly. Kelly comes near side, bounces in front of Ganane, wheels around on the right, just hacks a kick forward. Fleming back there for the Eagles, gets a nice bounce. Handballs a 1-2 with Jones. Jones missed the 2 though. Hutz puts his head over it, as does Lockwood, but he's got 3 to beat. Fleming, handballs forward to Alexander. Alexander, his handball smothered by Ganane. Ganane shrugs under the tackle. Feeds a handball back to Willis. Willis at right half forward. He goes long, inside 50. Dunn has the box seat. Johnson flying in from the side. Gets a fist on it. Can he find the boundary? Marriott gathers. Nice handball inside to Lloyd. Lloyd on the right boot, goes towards goal. Goes across the face, misses to the left-hand side.
Hey, boys, I can see why they want to isolate Ganane down deep forward. He's just been involved in that contest here on the boundary, and he's really blown. His fitness isn't great, is it? So he's got to keep deep forward here.
20-minute mark, first quarter, scores a level, 2-1, 13 apiece.
Short kick, it went to Fleming. He can chip one over the top. Found Carr out there. This is Ed, the runner-up, True to Ward and Rodder medal winner. And Tom Marriott's out there as well for the Parrots. Long kick out wide. Petro takes the mark on centre wing. He's a long way from home. We know he does a power of work at centre half forward. Petro kicks towards the boundary line. Bennett with a good lead, and that's a great kick.
Good hit.
Exactly
and,
what Scuzz was talking about as well. He had Kyle Cooper a 5-metre gap on him.
This time it won't be a shot on goal because he was outside 50, kicks it inboard, and great work there by Hopkins to take the mark and quickly play on out wide towards Olden. It just bounces up for him, then he fumbles. Renoy swooped on it. He's going to pick it up, gets back, goes to the left, back to the right. Now he goes by hands. O'Brien sold a little bit of candy, then did a little bit of scrubby kick. It goes forward, only just though. Hopkins, and now he tries to make amends. And we'll have a stoppage inside forward 50. Good work by the Parrots defence there.
O'Brien was selling candy and then brought it all himself.
Willis with a big tap
forward,
out.
goes to Olden. Olden's chip outside defensive 50. Lloyd's got to give away a free kick as he was too fierce in the contest, and Jolly had his hands on it, and Lloyd just cannon into his back. Gives away the free kick. 70 metres out from goal, 45-degree angle. Jolly will look to go forward. Leongatha have obviously tracked back with that time in getting the ball back. Looks inside, now he's going to go long to the pocket. Petro sets himself. Sculling flies from the side, and a fist over the back by Cole Sandbrook as out of bounds is the call. Well, the call was out of bounds on the full, but I think the boundary umpire might have missed it. It come off the fist and not the foot.
A very big score. Some key stat winners early for Gippsland Ozuzu.
Cole Sandbrook 6-5 to Hayden Brown. For Maffra, 8 to Ed Carr, 5 to Alex Carr.
Leongatha were good there. Marriott handballed it out to Olden from that stoppage. Olden kicks around his body. There was no one there. Johnson was there for the Eagles, though, to mark it and then deliver nicely to Petro, who takes the mark inside forward 50, only just. And with the breeze coming across his left shoulder, it'll be a left to right type of kick.
Yeah.
Cars creeping over, boys.
Yeah, good pick up, Scuzz. I was looking at that as well.
Sam Fleming, 9 touches, boys.
So Petro will kick this right on the 50, puts it on its way. It's got the distance, has it? And it does. It's got the accuracy. It's a great kick. It started left to right. Petro gets his first, and the Eagles extend the lead.
Once again, that was just a hit up, just that 15-metre kick that Maffra love to do. I'll tell you what I've been impressed with, Danny Butcher, boys. Every time they get the ball around the middle parts of the ground, he seems to be the one linking up. He had a 2-on-1 that he won before. He's just lifted this side big time in this first quarter.
And it's a 6-point lead to Maffra at the 23-minute mark of the first quarter. 3-1-19, leading Leongatha 2-1-13 on the Harvey Norman Computers Gippsland scoreboard.
Back in the middle, Willis taps the ball down, but sharked off the pack there by Ed Carr. The ball spills out, socket off the ground by Bowman, going inside 50. Dunn leads Walker, can't quite gather. Walker putting some nice pressure on. Dunn taps it back to Olden. Olden tackled by Holmes, managed to get a handball out. Goes back to Bowman. Bowman on the left boot, inside 50. Maskell sets himself. Ganane flies. Ed Carr, he roves it off the pack. Been involved in everything early, has Ed Carr. Hutz looks to clear the area. Comes to ground. Alex Carr just barrels the ball near side. Comes to the wing. It is all Maffra back there. Looks to be Forrester. Handballs over the top. Just doesn't quite get too much purchase on it. Sandbrook has time. Goes to Davidson. 60 metres out. Running towards 50. Now checks his kick back inside the corridor. And he finds Julian Lockwood. Marks 45-degree angle, 30-degree angle. 52 metres he will kick from. Just outside 50.
Had a couple of options there, Troy. And he had Lloyd leading to the pocket. Lockwood was good just to hold the ground at the top of the 50.
Well, he should take comfort. Sorry, Darryl, I'll just cut you off there, mate. Comfort in Petro was kicking into a slight breeze. He'll have it over his right shoulder. Gets the boos from the Maffra crowd in the grandstand. Puts the ball on the boots. Going to be shallow. Going to go right to the goal line. No one can gather. Off the crumbs there was Coleman. Releases out through Hudson Holmes. The umpire has called for a minor score. In the goal umpire behind is the result.
For the biggest range and the best price guaranteed, Harvey Norman Computers Gippsland on the Harvey Norman Computers Gippsland scoreboard.
Leongatha 2-2-14, trailing by 5 points. Maffra 3-1-19, 25 minutes played first quarter.
Jack Johnson plays onto himself, then kicks it out towards the ruckman in Jones, who has McGrath there. Good work by McGrath. smaller of the two, now will win the footy and kick around his body. Lloyd had to stand underneath it. Hutch with a big spoil. Lockwood had to do some roving work, twisting, then gave up the football to Alex Carr, who drove it 70 metres, kicked down towards the half-forward line. Geeshan stopped, but didn't quite do it in the field of play. I'm going to pull up, and that is some sort of weapon that Alex Carr has on, whether it's left or right foot.
It's fantastic. He just sinks the boot into it and it goes 70 metres, no worries. Boundary throw in, half forward flank for Maffra. It's going to be won though by Hopkins for Leongatha. Chisels a pass up the wing and finds Maskell. He's on his left foot, can wheel inside. Nothing, no options forward though. Chips one over the top, finds Lockwood, who's led up hard. As Maskell comes for a breather. Lockwood waiting for someone to open up, looks to find a pass. It's cut off though by Johnson. This is that slingshot that we could see. Johnson wheels around. He goes more direct. Great work back there by Vaboon. Jolly gets a fist on it, brings it to ground. Bedgood can't quite wheel out of the fierce tackle by Rhett Kelly, and we'll have a ball up right on the point of the square. Left half forward flank for the Eagles. 26.5 minutes gone first term.
Julian Lockwood just acknowledging his teammates, his mistake. He'll make up for that one, no doubt, as Willis tried to get a big thump on it, but Jones tapped it down. Good work by Brown to kick around his body. Coming back there was Lockwood, also Ganane. He tackled, looks to be Johnson without the football, and that was a little overzealous as Johnson will win it on the wing. He has no real option forward. There's lots of Leongatha numbers, so he's just going to kick and hope here. And in the end, it's got over the loose man, has it? Not quite. Sandbrook was that one that we spoke about. He takes the mark for the Parrots. Inside defensive 50. 27 minutes gone. It's a 5-point margin as Sandbrook plays onto himself and then kicks it in the middle of the ground.
Oh, Skelling all alone. It bounces and goes away from him though. Butcher turnover. Goes inside 50. Flying in is Jolly. At ground level is Petro. Goes straight through the basket though. Handball's back to Hudson Holmes. Siren goes. First term in the books. Only 27.5 minutes went into that first term. And it is thanks to the Harvey Norman Computers Gippsland scoreboard. Leongatha 2-2-14, a trailing Maffra 3-1-19 first quarter action here.
Well, what a great first quarter it was. It is Gippsland Live on TRFM right across Gippsland and the Valley. For Harvey Norman Electrical, the big brand technology sale is on now. Hurry in, it must end on Monday.
And don't let the ball out in the stoppage unless we've got support. Hold the ball in. One down in there, boys. One down. That's good. Come on. One down. Let's put there now. And that's going in the set. Alright, so let's have a look. So tackles here, we're up inside 50s. Contested possession was the tick, isn't it? Yep. Alright, and stoppages we're up. We've just got to be better use of the ball and pressure acts. So that pressure acts comes back to help us later on. So we need to keep going with that. Alright. Ground balls, I reckon we just clean up a little bit. Alright, just narrow your focus. That's where our shape starts. Narrow your focus, be nice and clean, then get it going. Alright. I reckon we're not working hard enough to outnumber at the contest. Been too many times we're 1 on 3, 2 on 4, whatever the case, and blokes are just watching. All right, we can't watch. Our work rate has got to live in that area. Get across, outnumber, like they showed in the clip, we get an outnumber, we work our shape, and then we're okay again. But that's got to be a grind. You've got to work hard for that. It doesn't come easy. All right, now ball movement, I thought we went down the line too much. All right, as soon as you move the angles, they can't defend it. All right, and we know how easy it is to do it. So if I see it, I'm going to hit it every time. Don't worry about the wind. All right, just play the game. And forwards, you've got to move. D50, we've won the ball back, and they look up, and you guys are standing still. So if we're going out one way, you've got to push across and get there. Yeah. So be on your toes and get some movement. Last thing, D50. Now I spoke about Collingwood during the week with their D50. We're there now. We need to switch on with our D50 stoppages. All right. So if you haven't got someone, find someone. Don't just stand there on your own. That's no good because they had 3 or 4 in the middle just standing there. All right. So I want everyone to number off in D50. It's a 1-on-1. Make it a contest, and then we go from there. Yeah. All right. Let's go. Come on,
Go forward once we get that 1 or 2 link-up kicks, and then we'll go forward hard.
And Rick Galea was over at the Leongatha camp.
Hey guys, just Paul Carpus he was happy with the contested ball. He seems to think they need to clean up their ball movement, and they're kicking down the line too much. He wants them to create some angles and move that ball that way. He's really disappointed in their work rate and their numbers at the contest, so that's something he's looking to improve on this quarter.
Great work. Thanks very much to the boys at ground level for Carpet Country when it comes to walls, floors and windows. They've got Gippsland covered. Paul Carter, before we get this second quarter underway, some key stat winners early.
12 inside 50s apiece. Clearances went Leongatha's way 9-7. That was the major differences there. Free kicks 8 for Leongatha's way. Major stat winners: Cole Sandbrook 8, 5 for Pat McGrath, 6 to Ryan Olden, 5 to Tom Marriott, 6 to Hayden Brown. For Maffra, their leading ones were Sam Fleming and Jack Johnson and Danny Butcher and Ed Carr, all on 9 disposals.
Yeah, midfielders having a bit of an influence there. Those stats all thanks to Mercedes-Benz Gippsland. The all-new X-Class is now available to test drive at Mercedes-Benz Gippsland.
Maffra going with 7-man defence, and that spare man is Danny Butcher. Look for him to come in hard off the line as second quarter is underway.
And Jones and Willis went up. Willis tapped it there. Butcher was the one who came in, but it was picked off there by Stone. Quick handball to Bowman. It was nearly got going forward for the Parrots. Jones had to work hard. Now Bowman, quick kick, goes inside forward 50. It travels a long way. Ganane was back there, so was Adams. He overran it, then he got a second chance with a nice handball to Johnson. It went through his legs and he quickly got tackled. As we'll have a ball up. Just down at ground level, we've got Nathan Scurra. Just a breeze. Is it favouring the city end of the ground?
Yeah, you read my mind a bit. I reckon it's increased just slightly, boys. I reckon it wouldn't be any more than a goal, but there is a slight breeze going towards the city. It does come and go, though. It's not like it's windy all the time. It's a bit patchy, but yeah, it's not.
Well, that is the way that Leongatha are kicking, and it just travelled a little bit further from this stoppage. Great work by Alex Carr. Handball missed his brother, and it went over, and we've got a boundary throw in.
Still wouldn't surprise me if Alex Carr kicks it 70 metres into the breeze, though.
True.
Boundary throw in, 10 metres around from Leongatha's goal. There's a little bit dour early. We have only gone a minute. Boundary throwing comes in. Jones, Willis works it backwards, falls over the back to Stone, snaps it around the corner. Great goal from Stone from the stoppage. Early strike there for the Parrots.
It was just movement at the stoppage, wasn't it? And Big Benny Willis, no one can move him. He's an absolute monster. But yeah, just movement at the stoppage, a tap over the back. It's a classic play, that one, boys. Tap over the back and a nice finish there from Stone around his body. Took
1 minute for Leongatha to regain the lead. They lead by 1 point on the Green and Gippsland scoreboard. 3-2-20 to Maffra, 3-1-19.
Yeah, it was. It was a very good movement there, and you could just see him. He sort of started to play a bit of a defensive type of role, and then all of a sudden got attacking inside his own forward 50 and did very well with that goal. Stone, back to the middle they go.
Willis taps it down. Jones gets the one over the top as well. Both ruckmen go at it. Brown just hacks it out of the stoppage, gets it forward for the Parrots. It's done, leading the race, goes through his hands. Ganane feeds a handball back to Maskell. He just handballs it inside 50. Lloyd under fierce pressure from Hutz. Ed Carr relieves pressure for the Eagles. Goes to O'Brien, puts his body on the line there, falls back to Holmes. His scrappy kick forward only goes 2 metres, and then he gives away a free kick for too high. Brock Davidson for Leongatha, wheels around, called to play on. Now it comes off the side of the boot, has to sit underneath it there, does Coleman. Goes to Fleming, out the back to Hutz. Now they're going to relieve out wide, left half-back flank. Coleman, who's worked from that centre half-back position, goes inboard on that 45 to Porter. Just can't quite gather, has to handball back to Coleman. Really providing an option there for his teammates. Goes around on the left.
Good kick.
Petro runs underneath it, downfield. Free kick going to go the way of Petro. Just attacking side of wing, wheels on, goes forward inside 50 quickly, and Sandbrook's going to cut this off for Leongatha.
Playing loose,
not
boys.
Enough pressure on penetration, on that kick.
Yeah, playing loose along half-back, Sandbrook at the minute.
So he's been called to play on now, and he goes back towards that far side here at Morwell. A big long lead from Lloyd, who just ran underneath it, allowed Hutz to spoil it. Front there was Porter, but just gave up the handball to Ganane. He kicked it high out towards Lloyd again. He's lost Hutz for an opponent. Clossy closed, tapped it forward. Stone now runs onto it. 45, it's a scrubby kick and might come off. Maskell gave it back there to Dunn as a flying shot at goal and kept it skinny. And hard up on the boundary line, it's a minor score.
3-3-21, the Leongatha score on the Greenham Gippsland scoreboard. They lead by 2 points over Maffra, who are 3-1-19.
Similar to the first quarter, Darryl, where Leongatha jumped the gun early in the first couple of minutes. Got the first goal on the board, but then Maffra came home strongly in that first quarter. They need to do the same here as Johnson plays on to himself. Goes wide, out to the outer side. Jones has the sit. Gets a fist on it by Willis. Comes down to Pat McGrath for Leongatha. Gets it back inside 50. It's a bit of a floater. Goes through the hands. Holmes over the back as is Ganane. Puts the pressure on right at the top of the square. Socket off the ground by Dunn. And looks like it goes into the goal post for hitting the post and minor score.
They now lead by 3 points with 3-4-22. That's Leongatha. Greenham Gippsland scoreboard. Maffra 3-1-19.
Repeat forward entries there for the Parrots. Just building. That's a nice kick, though. Found Coleman. He came in board dangerously, but the free kick will be paid to Ed Carr. And inside defensive 50. Wanted to go in the middle, but not quite there, so he goes out towards the wing, and that is a good kick. And it found Alex. And they're in the backyard at home as Alex, right foot, chiseling kick, beautiful kick towards Jolly. Marks at his half-forward line. Jolly swings around towards Bennett and Cooper. Bennett, great work by Cooper this time to spoil it. Bedgood was there, tapped it back. Jones at ground level couldn't quite gather it on the first attempt. Marriott picks it up now, got tackled quickly by O'Brien. And on the top of the 50, the Hazelwood Power end, it will be a ball up.
Alexander taking, got the job running with Marriott.
Quick play there it was from the umpire, and Leongatha clear it. Bowman kicked it towards his half-forward line. Walker has it, though, sweeps a handle over the top now to Carr. Shrugs one tackle. Kick, though, was partially smothered, but it might come off. Porter just had it and swung around and blazed towards the half-forward. Butcher had to go. Great roving front and square by O'Brien. Kicks it in forward 50. Out the back was Petro. Bennett nearly marked it as well. Now they jump on top of Bennett. The umpire said no opportunity and will ball it up. But Daniel O'Brien, great crumbing work.
Really well. Did that really well. 20 metres from Maffra's goal. Petro and Willis. Petro knocks it back. Bedgood can't gather. Running onto it, though, is Sandbrook. Running through half-back. Has a player on the near side. Comes lateral. Has Alden. Goes through his hands. Hudson Holmes to put the pressure on. It's one-on-one. There's no one else within 50. Holmes does a great job. Turns the ball over for Maffra. Goes inside the corridor. That's a great pass. Finds Jolly at the top of the 50. Oh. He played on. Not called by the umpire, even though he did take a step forward. And the man on the mark is right on the 50-metre line. Tom Jolly is going to go back and set himself for the goal. Has the wind just dropped off a little bit, boys, down at ground level?
No, I reckon this will be a tough one, mate. There's a slight breeze he's going to kick into.
Well, Petro's back there with Bedgood. Lots of Leongatha. He kicks it from 55. It will drop short. At the back. Oh, Petro's marked it. 5 deep. And the delayed applause was because no one knew who took the grab. It was a massive pack that formed in the goal square, and Petro took it on the chest. And from point-blank range, will go back and go bang and extend. They get the lead back, I should say, for the Eagles.
Unbelievable mark, that one, wasn't it? It was 4 or 5 deep. Didn't look like, you couldn't see that he actually brought the mark down until the pack actually formed and fell apart around him. So absolutely great mark there for Petro. He's been good. He's taken some nice marks so far. Andrew
Petro becomes our first multiple goal kicker in the 2018 Grand Final as Maffra go to a 3-point lead, 4-1-25 over Leongatha 3-4-22 on the Greenham Gippsland scoreboard. We've played 7.5 minutes into the second quarter.
Again, the ruckman go at Willis on his back, nearly knocked this one down as Carr got one over the shoulder. The umpire 45 metres away paid this one. I think it was there. Hopkins was the infringing player. Carr goes short to Butcher, who's been busy for Gippsland Mercedes this afternoon. Right foot spearing pass, just missed the target. It allowed Leongatha to swoop on it, get it out wide towards the wing. It's 2-on-1. Geishan is the 2. Handballs inboard to Porter. Sold a little bit of candy, then kicked it down towards the line. Bedgood the target now. Big spoil from Westaway. Ground level again. Butcher puts his head over it. Westaway as well. Closes, and we'll have a ball up top of the 50, close to the boundary line, as Maffra lead by 3 points.
Boys, Jared Closely's come to the bench again. He's with the he's coming to the bench with the trainers again. They're looking at that forearm that he hurt early in that first quarter.
Well, keep an eye on that one, as Butcher tried to win it from the stoppage. In the end, umpire let things go, and Hopkins won it. Got it towards McGrath. He's got a little bit of space as McGrath kicks it high. And Lloyd will have the sit. Hutz is there. Hutz has been good. Great spoil. Plemming in the right spot. and they can switch it, and they got numbers. Porter quickly gets it on. We know Jolly can run, so can Cade Renoy. He's the one who takes it, gets to 55, delivering kick at the toes of Bennett. Turns his player inside out, hard up on the boundary line, comes back inboard. It was smothered, ball in dispute. Hopkins has it, got tackled without it. Play on, said the umpire. It's fierce in the clinches, and the Parrots repel. Davidson's the one.
Gets a handball off Marriott, then he goes wide. Lloyd had first grab on it, now wins himself a free kick. Chopping of the arms, going the way of James Lloyd against Hutz. Is just waiting for the ball to come back, and gives enough time for Maffra just to track back and try and pick up an opponent. It's on the outer wing here. He'll look to go forward. Does Lloyd, goes long to half forward, just inside 50, goes over the top of Hopkins, and Butcher will see this out for a boundary throw in 40 metres around from Leongatha's goal. It's been an epic battle so far, bit of an arm wrestle, both sides looking to gain some sort of ascendancy, and each time one side gets a goal, the other side reacts and responds really well as Willis knocks it down. Trying to work the ball back there was Porter. Kick smothered by Jones. By Willis. Willis goes and gathers. He's tackled by two Maffra opponents. And we'll have a ball up 30 metres around from Leongatha's goal.
So the ball up will be between the two ruckmen again. They've done most of the ruck work this afternoon. I think Lockwood's only had a small little go at it, Paul.
Yeah, and just a brief time. Haven't got him down for any hit-outs.
It's pretty even between the other two at the moment, as Porter won this free kick. It was a good tackle holding the ball. From that stoppage, Porter's low kick, just missing the target of Davis and the ruckman Jones, who had to get low, and we'll have a boundary throw-in.
In that first quarter, Willis had 9 hit-outs to Jones 8, so you're right, very even.
Well, and clearances would be fairly similar, you'd think, as well. It's been a tight tussle right across the borders. It's only a 3-point margin. Again, no one gets a real clean one except Geishan gave it to Davis, who was able to kick it towards the wing. Jolly was out there, and the run in Kelly. Got tackled quickly, did Kelly. Coughed the football up. Marriott has to go and win it. And meanwhile, Kelly and Jolly go at it on the centre wing. Ball's not too far away from him. Verboon was there. Handballs over the top, Forrester. He's on his half-back flank. Gave it back to Marriott. Can turn. Kick it towards half forward. Over the back there. Good work by Maskell. Swings around. We try and move it quickly. He does now. Left foot thumping kick. The breeze certainly favours that end. It bounces top of the square. Hutz will push it through. Rush it through in the end for a minor score.
Taking Leongatha to 3-5-23. They're trailing Maffra by 2 points to a 4-1-25 on the Green and Gippsland scoreboard. 11.5-minute mark of the second quarter.
Johnson gave it to Fleming, who came in board to, looks to be Porter. Walker as well is there. Walker will be the one. Thank you, Troy. Plays on, gets it outside his defensive 50. Holmes is the target. Out there, he had a good little one-on-one contest before. Couldn't win this one. Big sling tackle there on Forrester. Sandbrook came in to help out McGrath. McGrath's in trouble now. He's dragged it in. The umpire lets it go for a moment and then said, we'll ball it up right in front of the Leongatha coaching staff.
I was just having a look around there. I was running by Kyle Cooper, was so far up the ground. He has been on Bennett. Bennett is 50 metres, inside 50, all by himself. Cooper working his way back there now.
From the stoppage, Brown had a bit of a fresh airy. Butcher just chipped it over the top. O'Brien did well. They got some run forward. Coleman has it on the wing, has one bounce. Now he goes inside 50. Great smother by Westaway. Baboon's back there. Handballs to himself underground. Coleman won the footy again. 48 metres. It nearly hit Cooper in the back of the head. In the end, it landed on Bennett's chest. And if Cooper turns around, it could have taken an eyebrow off. It could have hit him on the chest.
Boy, well, Bennett's been playing loose in that forward 50 for the majority of the quarter. When Leongatha win the footy, they push up the ground and Cooper runs up, and then Bennett just floats on back. And I think if Bennett, he's just losing Cooper like that, so I don't know, you might have to look at the way he plays him.
Well, he's a great goal scorer as Bennett comes in. They lead at the moment, Maffra by 2 points. He pulls it to the near side. Was only 25 metres out. It's a minor score, Paul Carter.
4-2-26. Maffra 3 points ahead of Leongatha, 3-5-23. Greenham Gippsland scoreboard, 13-minute mark of the second quarter. You didn't mark that down, did you, Darryl?
No, I didn't mark that down, no. The school teacher from Airlie Primary School, I wouldn't mark that one down.
Oh, you don't back him?
No. Westaway plays on. Got it outside his 50. Out there was Bowman. Got a handball over the back. Tapped out nicely, little done to Davidson, who can kick it towards half forward. Lloyd just dropped the marks. We know he's got great hands. Ganane did well. Strength in traffic. Now picks it up. Got tackled by Walker. Dumped him over the shoulder. Handball inboard. Maskell can get it on to Dunn. In the end, he has a shot at goal. Well, they nearly mucked it up, the Parrots, but in the end, it doesn't matter. It got through the big sticks, and it's 6.
How good was Ganane in that contest?
Yeah, he's fantastic in that contest, Rick. Really strong over the football. And in the end, a great little goal by Cade Maskell.
4-5-29 Leongatha, and that's the 5th lead change of the match at the 14-minute mark of the second quarter. They lead by 3 points over Maffra, who are 4-2-26 on the Greenham Gippsland scoreboard.
Ball back in the middle, and Maffra have not had enough time to get a fourth midfielder in there. They are down. Oh,
now the whistle's gone. The boundary umpires played against Maffra.
Not sure.
I think they're on their way in. I think that might have been the call.
Cal Porter had stopped, knowing that he couldn't go in.
Okay.
But anyway, the ball comes near side. Stone for Leongatha. Tackled in a fierce tackle to Hudson Holmes. The umpire has deemed that he got a handball away, and the ball bounced back into his chest, and hence the reason no free kick. Ball up. Willis gets to the front, tries to hack it forward. Jones gets a tap down though. Alex Carr barrels in, feeds it back to Ed Carr, back to Porter. The 3 gun midfielders released from this stoppage. Westaway reads it nicely off the kick and takes a defensive mark. Left half-back flank for the Parrots as Forrester near side. Oh, shows too much of it to Petro. Does really well, gets it to ground. Coleman, we know he puts his head over the ball. He's tackled by Vaboon. And we'll have a boundary throw. And you're calling for holding the ball there, Darryl. I think he was taken across the line.
It was only just when you get tackled and the ball hits the ground as you go down. It's generally holding the ball, but it was a fine line, wasn't it?
It was.
The boundary line, that is.
Boundary throw in, right half forward flank for Maffra. Lockwood in the ruck, taps it forward. Ed Carr. Porter again gets another clearance inside 50. Vaboon has a sit. Bedgood at the front. Jolly sharks it off the pack. Tackled by Kelly.
Good
and
tackle.
we'll have a ball up 35 metres out from goal. Kelly and Jolly again resuming hostilities deep inside Maffra's forward 50. Ball up. Bedgood and Lockwood. Lockwood taps it down. Again, Jolly off the pack. Gets a kick forward. Bennett starting deep. Doesn't win the free kick. Sliding in there is Kelly, as is Cooper, and we'll have a ball up 2 metres in from the boundary, 10 metres around from Maffra's goal. 16 minutes gone, 3-point margin in favour of Leongatha. Darryl Cooling.
Hand up, Lockwood was the one who took it, tapped it backwards nicely to Maskell. Handballs into a dangerous spot though. Leongatha can't win it, so they just dive on it. And we'll get another stoppage. It's always dangerous. A no-look handball into the corridor, Troy.
Yes, absolutely. Got to be sure.
In your defensive 50. Don't forget the kick for cash at half-time here at the Moorwell Rec Reserve. We'll call that one through for you as well. Hopkins, Cooper did well from that stoppage to get it outside to relieve a little bit of pressure. Over the back, Maskell, can he win it? No, numbers favour Maffra. Johnson to Adams. Handball inboard. Now the Eagles are away. Porter has it. Closing quickly. Great little work there by Porter. Hutz just had to blaze away. Leongatha got numbers. Lockwood was the one taking the mark on his chest. Structure's holding up for both sides at the moment, Troy.
Yeah, just needed a bit more composure there. Hutz had a lot more time than what he first thought. Works Lloyd under the ball. Off the pack, though, is Hopkins. Gets the ball forward, has Borschman wheels around, handballs back to Hopkins. Tries to take on Fleming. Now he chips one inside. Lloyd, who's worked back from the wing, wheels around 70 metres out. Goes to the top of the square. Maffra have the box seat. Flying in from the side is Maskell. Go over the back there is Carr. Just releases a handball out wide. It finds Davis. Davis for Maffra chips one forward. Finds Geishan on the top of his defensive 50. Nice composure there from the Eagles under the pressure. Geishan goes wide, misses a target in Butcher. It's going to bounce inside the field of play. Butcher has time and space.
Nice shepherd by
Chips one
Bedgood.
forward to Petro, leading hard. Marks and juggles the ball over for a boundary throw-in. True centre wing, outer side in front of the Parrot supporters there on the outer wing. We are 17, coming up on 18 minutes gone, 3-point margin. Leongatha have the lead.
The breeze down here at ground level, guys, is really picking up. It's starting to get a little bit colder. I don't know if Nathan Scurra, he's gone missing. I think the D's have started, but he's gone for a jumper. The breeze has picked up, and I think it's picked up to nearly a 2-goal breeze.
That's towards the
city end?
Yeah, the Leongatha end at the moment.
Correct.
Cal Porter, Paul Cutter's had a busy quarter. certainly working hard from the stoppages.
Yeah, 9 disposals, 2 clearances, 2 inside 50s.
Well, good little smother there by the Eagles. Bowman has to work hard, kick around the body, might come off. Marriott's there. Shrugged one tackle, handball over the top to the runner Davidson. He can go by hand into Maskell, who can run to 49, have a flying shot at goal. Cade Maskell puts it through the middle, and the Parrots now are back in front as they extend the margin. Troy Makepeace. Down at ground level, Rick.
Mate, the ball movement then, their transition footy out of that back half of the ground. Maffra didn't get their hands on it.
5-5-35, Leongatha. They lead by 9 points at the 19-minute mark of the second quarter. Maffra are 4-2-26 on the Greenham-Gippsland scoreboard.
Back in the middle as the ball comes back after that great goal from Cade Maskell, and Lockwood and Jones going to go at it in this ruck contest. 19 minutes gone. Lockwood wins it down, goes forward. Off the back of the pack, though, is Brown. Great tackle by Carr. Managed to get a kick to it. Maskell hard off the line. Top of the 50. Handballs inboard to Stone. Stone from 45 off the side of the boot. And going to go through for a minor score. Opportunity missed there for the Parrots.
And Leongatha now will lead by 10 points, 5-6-36. Maffra 4-2-26. Greenham-Gippsland scoreboard, almost 20 minutes played second quarter.
As Johnson will be the one to bring it back in. Kicks it wide, out wide towards Coleman, who went up and took a great contested mark. As Coleman has it on his defensive 50. As we said, the Parrots now get it out to a 10-point margin late in this second quarter. Kick goes over the top nicely to O'Brien.
Quick around the grounds for Harvey Norman, Furniture Gippsland. The AFL, it's the West Coast Eagles by 11 points. They are 13 to Melbourne's 2. 10 minutes gone, first term.
Kick goes towards the wing. Petro was there with Baboon. Both had to spoil it in the end. Bowman roved it and then kicked it towards half forward. Ganane will fly. Got pushed underneath the football. The umpire said play on. Swooping on, it was Olden to snap around the body. And he kept it skinny again. They're peppering the Parrots in the second quarter.
They now go to 5-7-37, leading by 11 points over Maffra 4-2-26. 12 shots to 6, boys.
Well, can Maffra just regroup and hold on?
Well, this is what Maffra did in the corresponding fixture 2 weeks ago.
Yep, it's coming back, Troy. Sorry.
Come back again.
Yeah,
as taking a mark out wide is Cameron Stone. 45-degree angle right on the 50-metre line. Going to just check his kick to the top of the square. Maskell flies. Can't bring it down. Ed Carr roves it off the pack. Going to clear the defensive 50.
Good kick.
That's a nice kick because he has O'Brien out wide.
Bennett.
Has Bennett at the half-forward flank again. Right off the man there is Kyle Cooper. There's play on, takes on, Skelling on the mark. Bennett chips one forward, has Cade Renoy marks 60 metres out, wheels around quickly. 50 metres, says the umpire, as he didn't call play on, and Skelling went over the mark. This would put Cade Renoy right at the tip of the goal square. Won't be directly in front. He wasn't quite close enough to get into the square. He'll line up for goal, 15 metres out, 45-degree angle. Really should be a goal here for the Eagles and get the margin back to 5 points.
Oh, big moments for Monticello's as Cade Renoy comes in. He's not too far out, make it 15 metres. It's on its way. The umpire goes to the left, but it doesn't matter. Cade Renoy puts it through for his first, a much-needed goal in time on of the second quarter.
Yeah, and obviously that one, boys, was against the flow of the game. It's been all in Leongatha's half. There is, like Rick said, there is a bit of a breeze going down towards Leongatha's end, so these goals into the breeze are going to be absolutely valuable. You've seen with Mitch Bennett, boys, when he led up at the footy then, the ball just hung up that little bit longer than it normally would have. So there is a goal advantage down towards Leongatha's way.
Leongatha's lead now trimmed to 5 points at the 22-minute mark of the second quarter. Leongatha are 5-7-37, Maffra 5-2-32 on the Greenham-Gippsland scoreboard.
Again, Jones got high, tapped it towards Carr, did well. Marriott works hard. Coming off the line was Alexander, who got quickly tackled by the ruckman in Big Ben Willis.
Paul, the Trude Award and Rodder medalist in Tom Marriott, his stats so far?
5 in the first quarter, 3 in this.
Had to work really hard for his touches too, doesn't he? As Tom Marriott hasn't seen too much open space. Alexander is the one that's tagging Marriott
and
or
doing
running
a good
with him.
job so far.
Yeah, absolutely. So we're got a secondary stoppage in the middle. Jones and Willis again. This time Willis tapped it down. Lockwood won it, gave it to McGrath. Quickly tackled by Holmes. He got a little boot to ball, just popped out of that stoppage area. And now Marriott put a strong tackle on, it was Plemming who came off that half back line in the end. They'll do it again. Willis tapped it straight down. Bowman heavy in traffic. Quick tackle again by the ruckman Jones.
And Marriott's stats are 2 kicks and 6 handballs, so he hasn't
A lot of the work being done inside the clinches, being well held, as we said, by Alexander. There's a clearance here going the way of Maffra. Working back there is Forrester, tries to take on O'Brien. That's a fierce tackle. Sees him over for a boundary throw-in.
And they're into it.
A little bit on here, right in the Maffra dugout.
Yep.
There's two Leongatha players onto the one Maffra. Quick throw-in from the boundary umpire. That's one way to clear the contest.
Forrester crashed back in again.
Porter just bounces up from that one. Hudson Holmes gets a scrubby little kick forward and finds touch 20 metres up. Porter just gathering his thoughts.
Shook his head.
He copped an Alex Carr shirt front as both players. You know, they barrel in. Those two midfielders there for the Eagles. Boundary throw in, half forward flank for the Eagles. Willis gets a fist on it, knocks it forward 10 metres. Hudson Holmes again, Ganane there for pressure. And we'll have another boundary throw in. Further, 20 metres further in favour of Leongatha. Alex Carr and Cole Sandbrook, two hard nuts as well going at it. Boundary thrown again. Jones at the front gets thrown off the back there by Willis.
He caught a throw.
Yeah.
Okay.
He get a handball to it.
He got legged. Yeah, I thought that too, Rick. I thought he...
The throw come first, boys.
Righto. Fair enough. Jones quickly played on, handballed out the back to Holmes, kicks it towards Geishan. Sandbrook with a fist was in the front spot to put it over. Boundary throw in. 24.5 minutes gone. It's an absolute cracker on a Saturday afternoon. Leongatha 5-7-37 and Maffra a 5-2-32 on your Greenham Gippsland scoreboard as we have a boundary throw in 70 metres around from Maffra's goal. From there, stoppage though was Brown to get a quick boot to ball. Lockwood overran it. Adams came in and won it, then kicked around his body and missed the field of play. Goes out of bounds on the full as Kelly will take this one, and we'll get a bit of a dust up with Lockwood and Fleming. Ganane's in there as well, so is Adams. So I don't think either of those four will take a backward step. Brown will be the one who has won himself this free kick. Kicks it towards half forward. Maskell will fly, had the spoil in the end, did the team thing. Johnson shrugged the tackle, which was high from Ganane. Holmes was there, Hopkins as well, and Ganane and Johnson now go at it. Adams comes in and has a go at Ganane. It's heating up.
Oh, come on.
And the umpire said there's going to be a free kick.
He grabbed the jumper just for the wrestle, and
there's
that
nothing in it, was there?
No, that's just...
Even the emergency umpire down here wanted to get involved in that. I think he wanted to be seen.
You got to let it go. The kick from Maffra towards the wing. It came off Jones's toe. No, it didn't. And we'll have a boundary throw
in front of us, guys. That was definitely off the toes.
Well, we're going to boundary throw in. Now, the field umpire just wants to ask the question as well. They're telling the Leongatha coaching staff to mind their own business. We'll do our job, you do yours.
Nathan Scarra's nodding his head and saying definitely out on the full.
Well, we're going to boundary throw in here. As you two boys have got no idea what's going on at ground level. We're going to boundary throw in, and Willis goes up, taps it over the back. Good work by Kelly. Gave it to Brown, who gave it to Davidson. Kick goes inside 50. Numbers favour Maffra. Hutz is a one. He dropped the mark. Lockwood tried to crash and cause a contest. Now McGrath goes in as hard. So does Marriott. They win in the football. Flick it out. Great work by the Eagles. And it gave it off to Alexander to Clossy. Delivered to Petro, who dropped the mark. Baboon Swift spins around and then coughs it up to Fleming, who can kick it out wide, and they're on. Butcher.
That man, Butcher, he's got the Tate Marsh wing in his grasp on the outer side there. There's just slow play now, left half-back flank. Goes long down the line to left half forward. It's all Brock Davidson back there, though, for the Parrots, and takes an uncontested mark. As things are just starting to flare up a little bit, things are still really starting to open up. Goes wide to Stone, goes over the top of his head and bounces out for a boundary throw in right half-forward flank for the Parrots. We are coming up on 27.5 minutes into this second quarter, first half action. 5-point margin in favour of Leongatha. Ruckman go at it. No one gets anywhere near it. Bounces at ground level.
Oh, Butcher
just barrels in for the second time. And the third time. The third one, he comes undone. McGrath gets tackled. Alex Carr, his high up and under goes wide to no one. Goes 40 metres clear. Oh, getting a nasty bounce there is Maskell. Johnson there for the Eagles. Takes on Maskell in the tackle. Has enough nous there to handle back to Walker. Walker finds Hudson Holmes, right half-back flank for the Eagles.
So Holmes just slowing things down at the 28-minute mark of this second quarter. Goes inboard with a beautiful kick. Petro will mark who's been busy this afternoon. He can get it out wide towards the boundary line in Geishan. Geishan now delivers inside forward 50. Over the back, great work by Skelling. He dropped the mark though. Bennett gets it out. Renoy tried to swoop on it. Sandbrook was there. Won it, handballed over the top to Borshman. Back to Sandbrook, who left it behind. Butcher now wins it. Gave it to Carr. Underground handball to Geishan. Kicks it inside 50. Renoy couldn't quite mark, and the siren sounds, and we're going to Eagles player down, holding ahead, and the siren sounds, and what a half of football it's been.
Might be his shoulder.
As Carr gets up, both sides come apart. Olden tries to go back in. It's been a fantastic. Cooper's there as well. And it's half-time. Leongatha a 5-7-37, Maffra a 5-2-32. A 5-point margin at half-time. What a game. It's a 2018 TRFM Gippsland League Grand Final, and we do it for Harvey Norman Electrical.
That will be okay. Alright? But we need to do it. At the moment, not everyone's playing their right. And we're still in front. Against the best team in the time. Alright? So let's stay positive. Alright? So you guys have spoken to the coaches about that? And rate yourselves where you look at that now for the first half. If you need to improve on it, you need to action it. Go out and execute it. You know, he's talking about it every quarter, every break. You need to go out and make it happen. The thing that's pissing me off is this shit right here. Bumper bars, seen a few, couple. Boys, if they get the ball, it's time. Switch on, get the ball back. Number off quickly, bumper bar, don't let them have a free run. Put some pride in it. When we're defending the kick in, you're doing a great job. Getting them in delays, getting re-entries. You're really good, but I need that once it goes past our forward 50. We need to switch on. Composure with the ball. Spoke about it with a few blokes that came off the bench. We're just dumb kicking it. Oh, it's not wet footy. And you know why we're dumb kicking it? I'll give you one reason why. This last one here. We haven't got the outnumber at the context. I mentioned it at quarter time. You've got to work hard to get over. Right? If I see him and he's running after a loose ball, I don't stand back and watch him. I get the fuck over there and help him. Yeah. We're not doing that, man. Put it on. If he's that shit, there's no one here. I'll just kick it. That's not us. We don't train that. We get numbers over. We get shape. What you did on the far side. I think Smash did a smother, whatever it was. We had blokes there to give it to, and away we went. That's us. Alright? So, it's work rate. Boys, this is a grind. You can't just make it happen. Expecting it to happen. You've got to go and do it. So you've got to push up. You've got no outlets. You close down their outlets. They can't move the ball. Alright? So defensively, we've got to get better. Contest, we're winning it. Contested possession, we're up. So the things that are working, but we just got to be cleaner. Don't we? Tidy things up a little bit with our ball movement. Our context, our game, our defence. We know, and then you can always feel in that quarter that we're coming. And then they started to niggle us, and we fell in the trap. Knobs, don't do anything. Drills, don't do anything. Get it back on the scoreboard. Because at the end of the day, that's all we want, don't we? We don't want to win a little push and shove shit. We want to win it at the end. Alright, so that's what we're going to do. Let's clean it up. Last time we played, we went out early. We've got some touch and we're ready to go. That's exactly what we're going to do now. Alright? Up on your feet. Come on, keep grinding. Work for each other. We got this. We keep grinding away. Work for it. Come on. Let's go, boys. We're right? Let's go. Boys, come on. Come on, lads. Sorry. Come on. Come on, you bugs.
targets coming out of our back half. We've got a bit of a breeze this quarter. We've got to play smart with it. There's no long kicks down into our forward 50. Just make sure we hit up at the target, keep our structure, and we'll go in a 3/4 time up.
Thanks very much, boys. They were down in the rooms thanks to Carpet Country. Troy Makepeace, we've got a quick AFL score update, have we, for Nathan Scurra, or do we want it?
A-grade netball update.
Okay.
The quarter time breaker was Traralgon leading by 7 goals, but then Moe have fought back to lead by 1 goal at half-time.
And have had another update. Traralgon by 2 going into the last quarter.
Well, the Eagles were in front by 29 points over the Demons. Not a good start there by Melbourne. Third quarter is underway here, and a big tap out there by Jones. Out there to O'Brien. Back handball to Holmes, who kicks around his body towards the Bedgood lead. They're close to the boundary line. It's west away. And we'll have a boundary throw-in out in front of that netball court that is currently having an absolute thriller as well. Both A-grade and football is great games of football this and netball today.
Absolutely fantastic. So as a supporter of a team that was belted in the first quarter, Darryl, what should Scuzz be feeling right now?
Well, I don't want to say it right now, but Nathan, I can give you some tips on how you're feeling. And
Why's that, mate? What's going on?
About the football score and how Melbourne are travelling.
Yeah.
But it's not quite good for radio, so all the best.
A free kick from the boundary throw. He's going to go to Alex Carr. He is 55 metres out. We know he can kick a long way. He does have a slight breeze behind him. Puts the ball on the boot. It's going to go to the top of the goal square. It's going to carry. Coleman! Coleman has outmarked Ben Willis to take a contested mark. He's going to be 2 metres outside of the goal square. Tightish angle, bit more than 45 degrees. Still close enough, though, where the angle really shouldn't be an issue. Coleman should go back and put this through and get Maffra back in front for our 5th lead change of this game. Opens the mangle up really nicely, puts it straight over the goal umpire's head. That is just what the doctor ordered for the Eagles to get them off to the ideal start of this second half.
Well, Coleman was really deep. He was only 15 metres out from his goal, but he had Benny Willis and he had another really big guy, and it was just an absolutely unbelievable mark. They just won 2 really crucial contested balls there, Maffra going into that forward 50 thrust. So it's going to be interesting, boys. They're going to have to win that contested footy, Leongatha.
McDonald's Gippsland scoreboard, Maffra 6-2-38, leading Leongatha 5-7-37, 2-minute mark of the third quarter.
Yeah, really looking forward to that contested battle in the middle in this third quarter. Jones got high again. Great work there. Carr coming off the line there was Holmes to win it and took on a tackler, but the wingman really crashing in from the line there, trying to cause something to go their way. Again, the ruckman lock at it. Willis tapped it out. Out the back, though, was Clossy. Kicked around his body to centre half forward. Front spot there was Westaway. A quick handball to Skelling, who left it behind. Bedgood there, picked it up, then dropped it. Sandbrook swooped on it, ran through the middle and delivered towards Maskell, who marks in front of his eyes, gets up, plays on quickly in front of Johnson. Now he goes to the forward line. Lloyd goes and marks, had 5 metres on his opponent in Hutts. And directly in front, 45 metres out, he'll have a shot for goal to wrestle back the lead.
How was the hands there of Cade Maskell through the middle? The run-off half-back from Cole Sandbrook was fantastic, but Maskell through the middle, the hands, and then the awareness to play on quickly and find Lloyd, makes his way inside 50, puts the ball on the boot, goes left and back to the right, and too far to the right through for a minor score. Scores are level.
And that takes Leongatha to 5-8-38 on the McDonald's Gippsland scoreboard, and Maffra 6-2-38.
The press of Maffra just roll back now outside the 50, so surely Maffra have to go short here, and they do. To Hutts in the pocket. Hutts now turns around. He sees a big wall of Leongatha players and can't penetrate that wall as Olden takes the mark on his 50, goes back inboard at the toes of Ganane. It skipped over the top there. Hutts is there. Coleman put it on his left boot and he got the outside of the ball and it disappeared out of bounds on the full. As Ryan Olden will have it. He'll be too far out to score. He'll be looking for a pass off. The man on the mark's about 48 metres, but Olden with the breeze over his right shoulder just chips it in. Board. Great work by Lloyd. Just got the space. Did you watch him, Troy?
Yeah, he came from, he was about 3 deep in the goal square, just lost his marker. And for some reason, there was just a lot of space in that 45-degree area from goals. Lloyd found that space and Olden put it to the right spot. And Lloyd going to line up for another opportunity at goal. This time he puts it on the boot again, hangs it out to the right and can't bring it back enough. goes through for his second minus score in 2 minutes, and that does get him back in front though.
Oh, quick play on. Sorry, I'll get to you in a moment, Paul. Now we can take a breath. Maffra went short to Plemming, and then they go out to Hutz. He got called to play on. Handballs over the top to Jones. Took on Lloyd in the tackle. Got boot to ball, though. O'Brien down it on the fours. Marked it. Handballed to Carr. Gave it inboard to his brother Alex. Now the run from Johnson across halfback. Gets to the middle. And Willis! Big Willis ran him down from behind.
What you talking about, Willis?
Plays on quickly by hand to Sandbrook. Chips it out towards Olden. It's 2-on-1. Maffra, they got the 2. Olden does well. Wins it, then kicks it out of bounds on the full. He did all the hard work to beat 2 Maffra opponents and then put it out of bounds. Paul Carter.
That point takes Leongatha to the lead, 5-9-39 to Maffra 6-2-38. McDonald's Gippsland scoreboard, 7th lead change of the match.
Big moments thanks to Monticello's. The Eagle Hawk Ranger 3 for $15. Big Willis running down Jack Johnson through the middle of the ground there. And fantastic work. Ed Carr is going to relieve from the defensive 50. Goes long. Bedgood flies high. Can't bring it down. Willis tries to rove. Bedgood feeds a handball out to Jolly. His kick. Touched off the boot, goes inside 50, tracking back there is Bennett, gives a sneaky little handball to Petro, wheels around from the boundary, if you don't mind, Petro, goal of the year.
Just from ground level, guys, just watching that bend right in front of us, that was a fantastic effort.
Unbelievable goal by the big fella.
Just the way he got that at ground level and was able to compose himself and throw it on the boot. It was like he's been doing that for years.
We've now had our 8th lead change to the match at the 6-minute mark of the 3rd quarter. McDonald's Gippsland scoreboard sees Maffra 7-2-44, Leongatha 5-9-39.
3 goals there for Andrew Petro.
Yep. That was an absolute cracker. Big fist by Willis in the middle. Now they go through again. Walker tries to crash 2 through. Tackle, 2 tackles it was. And we'll have a ball up in the middle of the ground again.
Jones a bit proppy after that first centre bounce. Just keep an eye on that one.
Hopkins and Carr told to separate. The ruckman go at it again. Jones, he is very proppy. And this could be big danger signs for the Eagles. Marriott kicks it inside forward 50. And Lloyd, he's becoming a bit of a handful in the goal square on the own. Maskell, does it get over the top? It does. No, yes. The umpire said it was paid. Maskell takes the mark. Great awareness by Lloyd. Penetration inside forward 50 was a great kick. And Jones is still in strife as the trainers now get to him. Brushes one away. Maskell, though, for the Eagles, will look to get the lead back.
This for his 4th too, Darryl. It's got Petro at one end has kicked 3. Maskell has also kicked 3 for the Parrots. This for his 4th. Not much of an angle to speak of, right at the point of the goal square.
Jones is okay, by the way.
Makes his way in, will kick from 15. Ball on boot. He likes it, goal umpire likes it, and the Parrots like it, and they are back in front.
And Lloyd's been really involved the last couple of forward entries for the Parrots. Over here on the boundary earlier, he was involved in 2 contests where the ball went forward. Just then hit Maskell up on that lead. Lloyd's having a bit of an impact here.
Maskell's 4th goal takes the lead change tally to 9 for this game. And we're at the 8-minute mark of the 3rd quarter. 6-9-45, Leongatha on the McDonald's Gippsland scoreboard to Maffra 7-2-44.
What an arm wrestle it is. As expected, Jones has recovered. Nice little tap, then a little toe poke. Got it out wide. Stone was there. Gave it into Kelly. Handballs towards Lockwood. Fumbled, got tackled. Then the kick was smothered. Walker does well. Taps it 2 or 3 times in front of him. Clossy, no, he left it for Walker. Left foot kick smothered by Stone. Great work. And we've got a boundary throw in.
Was Clossy really favouring that left arm there? Didn't really want to get up for a shepherd there as Border comes for a well-earned rest. Willis taps it down in the path of Brown, taps it forward, met solidly by Carr. It spills out to Ed Carr. It was Alex with the big hit. Goes forward to half-forward flank. Bestgood works to the front. At ground level is Jolly. Shrakes off a tackle. Handball inside comes to Carr. He's met solidly by Sandbrook. Trying to get a bit of retribution there. Tackle inside 50. It's red hot.
Free kick.
Bedgood. Play on advantage.
No, kick in danger.
Advantage. Kicking in danger. Alex Carr just gathering his thoughts. Met solidly by Sandbrook. Sandbrook taking a bit of exception to Carr's hit on Brown earlier on.
You can just sense it's just starting to build up, isn't it?
It is starting to build. You can feel the pressure here from the Leongatha bench.
We can certainly hear it up here in the stands as well. The murmurings around. It's on a knife's edge at the moment. Both sides can feel it. They're both crashing in.
A 1 point margin, 9 lead changes.
Crazy game of football.
It's been fantastic.
Sandbrook kicks it out. Both Leongatha players spoil each other. Marriott just put a fist on it. Maskell has to work hard, overran it. Fleming ducked the shoulder. Hopkins goes at him again, and he went high. And now they get into Hopkins as Fleming will win it.
Carr again involved.
Big Willis is there. And Fleming gets up as if nothing happened. The ultimate professional he is, Sam Fleming for the Eagles. It's a 1 point margin in favour of Leongatha. Kicks it towards the 50. Pushed in the back. No, said the umpire. Out the back was Sandbrook. Runs to the defensive 50. Delivers to Hopkins. They'll come at him. Johnson got high. Couldn't mark it. He had a foot directly in the back of Hopkins.
Toby Green-like?
And no, he was going for the mark. It wasn't front on.
Oh, that was Jared Waite-like.
Yes, boundary throw in. Right in front of the Leongatha coach's box. The food vans are doing a roaring trade on a Saturday afternoon.
Left half forward flank there for the Eagles. Jones knocks it forward. Sandbrook again. He's been a rock across the half-back flank. Works his way out of the stoppage. Gets a handball. Could have got a free kick for too high. Turnover. Renoy running through centre half forward. Gets a kick on the ball, on the boot. Goes forward. Bennett has a set. And outmarks Kyle Cooper on a tight angle. Left footer, not ideal spot for him. Left footer will be on the outside. Gets called around now as he tries to open up the angle a little bit.
Banana.
A banana, or does he trust himself on the right boot?
No, I don't trust him.
He's going to open up the angle on the left. Go with the banana. Darryl puts it on the foot, hits the post. Kyle Cooper goes back and lets him know about it. I'm not sure Kyle Cooper can do that just at this stage. Minus scores back level.
7-3-45 to 6-9-45. McDonald's Gippsland scoreboard.
Kick straight up the middle, hit Christopher Boone. At centre half back area. Chips one over the top now. Nicely done just to Forrester. They can get it out to the wing. They've got an option out there in Oldham. The kick was a bit of a scrubby one. It bounced okay. Handball over the top. Run from Stone. On the wing. Coleman closed. Couldn't tackle. Yes, he does. Great tackle by Michael Coleman. The Eagles are lifted. And Maffra has it now.
Just shows how tight this game's gone, particularly in this third quarter. Every score has either been a lead change or drawn scores level.
Are we seeing an absolute classic on grand final day? Sandbrook on the half-back line, handled over the top to Bowman, got it further out wide to, that's done. Kicks it down along the line. Maskell's there in front of Hutz. Both those players happy to see it go over. 12 minutes of it gone, and we're all locked up. 6-9-45, 7-3.
9 lead changes, and the scores have been level 4 times throughout the match.
So whoever's done the job on Dunn, I think it might be Sam Walker in the forward line, Maffra's back line, done a fantastic job on Chris Dunn. Hasn't really been cited too much. As the boundary throwing comes in, spills out there to Hopkins, gets a kick inside 50. Adams gets a fist on it. Johnson tracks back nicely, leads Maskell, taps the ball in front of him, might try and see the ball over. Boundary throw in, and does. Professionally done there by Jack Johnson. Boundary throwing 25 metres around from Leongatha's goal.
You can just see Cole Sandbrook really controlling this back half of the ground for Leongatha. He's like a bit of a policeman, directing and pointing and telling everyone where to set up.
Thanks to Rick Gallier, who's down at ground level for Carpet Country this afternoon. And we've got a free kick to Carr. That's Alex. He played on quickly, got the run going, kicks towards the wing area. It misses the target and it goes over the head, I should say, for a boundary throw-in. Right on centre wing, as Nathan Scurry is down at ground level, but not taking too much further part for the rest of this game. But
he might want to, though.
Maybe as Nathan Scurry's got his hand in his head.
He's shaking the head. The big snoz is moving.
Well, it is a 54-point margin in favour of West Coast over Melbourne. And I know how that feels, Nathan.
Yeah, boys, I'm glad I didn't go over and get my young fella to take a flag over. Melbourne haven't kicked a goal yet. And just then, the back heel of, I'm not sure who it was, he was running through the goal. It hit the back of his heel and went through for West Coast for another goal. So It's unbelievable. I can't get a score right now, but they're getting absolutely flogged to these. 8-9-57
to 3 behinds. 54-point margin, 10 minutes into the second.
Bed's good, goes up, couldn't quite mark it. We've got a bit of an injury concern. Pat McGrath's holding his right shoulder. A bit of a concern there. We'll keep an eye on that one as Maffra go forward again. Oh, Baboon got high. So did Petro. No one could mark it. Both those boys might spend a bit of time down. Sandbrook wins it again. He's had an enormous quarter for Gippsland Isuzu. He gave it out to Davidson. Petro's in trouble now for the Eagles. He's kicked Davidson, turnover. Carr has it. Well, Petro's down inside. They're one short. He has to go short kick at the toes of O'Brien. Gathers it, handballs out, missed his target, which was Carr again. He says, Carr, I'll go get it, then slips over. Now the Parrots through Dunn, squeezes a handball out towards Bowman. Shrugs a tackle and gets a handball away. Maskell to Borshman, to Davidson. They work it forward, the Parrots. Lloyd, Hutz with body. It's 3-on-1, and Maffra will win this easily. Fleming has it.
Fleming looks straight down the channel. Oh, misses a target though. Hopkins can gather at the top of the 50. Feigns a handball, then he handballs to no one in particular. But he's going to win himself a free kick, does Hopkins. Top of the 50. Driven into the ground after he gave away that handball. Looking for a teammate out wide. Has Maskell working back there nicely though as Walker. Lloyd handballs to no one inside the pocket. Walker goes back to Holmes. Holmes underground handball. That's nice to Hutz. Releases now to halfback flank. Sculling sets and too strong over the top there for Coleman. Marks. And we'll see the ball back inside 50 should be for Leongatha. Got to go back behind the mark.
Andrew Petro looks good at centre half forward. He's back up on his feet.
That's good to see. Boys, at ground level, do we have any update on Paddy McGrath?
Yeah, it just looks like it might be an AC, boys. That's what Rick's just gone and checked it out. So we'll be interested to see if he goes in. It looks like he's actually on the bench here, boys, ready to go back on.
Yeah, got his both hands up as Sculling drives it inside forward 50 for Leongatha. Lockwood in from the side, couldn't mark. Good work by Walker. Gave it to Porter. Nice kick out back to Coleman, who marks. Tries to slip under. And I think he tried to slip under the contest so he could play on quickly. That should nearly be 50 there. He chipped it over the top to O'Brien. Hold things up, does O'Brien. McGrath's still testing it out.
How well's the defence held up there for Maffra? They've had a good 4 or 5 minutes of just deep entries. They just held up, haven't allowed Leongatha to score.
Scores are still level here. Ed Carr chips it a wing. Petro up nice. Marks on the wing. Turns around. Porter's pushed for him.
That could have been 50.
A little step over as Petro delivers towards half foot. Sandbrook has taken the mark and quickly played on. He's having some sort of quarter. He got it to Borshman.
It's been absolutely fantastic, Cole Sandbrook. Borshman chips one over the top. Leading up hard there is Maskell off the half-forward flank. Wheels around on the left. Ganane is free. Hutz has to make up ground. Ganane flies. Marks or chopping of the arms. Either way, free kick or mark in favour of Leongatha.
Well, they didn't like it.
Didn't like it up here, but I think it was there.
Yeah, that was there.
As Ganane's going to line up for goal. Directly in front, 45 metres out. Here's a nice kick for goal. Here's Jack Ganane. And we'll need every bit of this 48-metre kick.
I'll tell you what, the supporters in the crowd are very close to each other. Leongatha and Maffra sitting nice and tight. Jack Ganane from 49, he sprays it. It's going to miss everything and go out of bounds on the full. And Sam Fleming will take the mark. So the Maffra supporters are getting stuck into the Eagles supporters who give it straight back, and that's what country footies are like,
well,
Troy.
Maffra are the Eagles, so...
Oh, then they get stuck into Leongatha as well.
Each other as Maffra release through defensive 50, through Coleman, runs through half-back, chisels a pass up to Bedgood, to the running Coleman. Now he's running through half-forward, goes inside 50. Again, Bennett got the better of Cooper, shrugs him off, and the boundary line beats them both. Boundary throw-in. 10 metres around from Maffra's goal. I tell you, I would open up the 50 for Maffra with Bennett and Cooper, one out.
Yep.
And I'd back Bennett in any day of the week. Just put it to space. Boundary throw-in. Sculling. And looks to be Petro. We're going to lock horns. Ball comes in play. Petro has a sit. Taps it into the corridor. Again, Sandbrook somehow manages to find space. It's a shocking kick, though. Carr turns the ball over, called to play on as it didn't travel the required distance. Ganane goes in, as does McGrath, clears the area, but it's going to come back as Coleman marks. Right half forward, goes inside 50. Marking in low is Andrew Petro. Bit ginger as he came up from that low mark.
Yep.
He kicked the goal, I think it was in the first term.
Yep.
23-minute mark.
Yep, same
kicked the goal
spot.
from exactly the same spot. This time, does he have the same result? Looks good off the post. It is! Andrew Petro kicks 4. for the Eagles. They've got 3 in this third term.
Yeah, Jeezy's been playing well, just up the ground as well. And how good is it, boys, when someone like him can get some reward for effort? He's just that workhorse that works up and down and takes the ball up on the wing. But it's good when someone like that, who does all the hard work for the other forwards, gets on the end of a few, and he's having a brilliant day today.
And yet another lead change, which takes it to 10 for the match at the 19-minute mark of the third quarter. Maffra leading by 6 points, 8-3-51. Leongatha 6-9-45. The McDonald's Gippsland scoreboard.
Well, both sides are going to have to dig deep in this final quarter, but we've still got about 5 or 6 minutes left in this third. Inside mid is Ed Carr, and Jones is down again in the middle of the ground.
How important, how critical are those 2 misses from Lloyd earlier in this third term, boys, because
Jones is still down too, by the way, Troy.
it's slow to get up as they're going to bring the ruck contest to the near side. Only Leongatha can go at it. Lockwood knocks it forward. Porter running in the Jones direction. Handballs over the top to Jolly. Runs to right half back. A bumbling ball. He can't quite find the handle on it. Sandbrook putting pressure. Bedgegood slides in. Gets a handball out to Davis. Davis kick inside 50. Bennett goes through his hands. Should have got a free kick. And does. That's what pressure does when you've got an opponent on the ropes, is that he gives away a free kick like that, does Kyle Cooper. Even though Bennett should have taken the mark, the free kick was there, and Bennett's going to go back and line up for Maffra's 4th goal in this third term. And is kicking from the Andrew Petro pocket. Yeah,
Jones just coming off. I think it's probably cramp, and there's a couple at the moment just stretching the calves out. Maskell's another one of those.
Yeah, out wide on the wing. Bennett skips his way through the 50. Will kick from 47. Doesn't really get good contact. Butcher has a sit. Lockwood back there for the Eagles. Under pressure. Tries to handball out. Does. Works to Skelling. Skelling's helicopter punt outside defensive 50. Finds Verboon. Verboon to Brown. Brown goes inside. Oh, slipping at a critical moment there was Willis. Walker's going to turn the ball over. Tries to shake off the done tackle. Chain of handballs ends up with Adams. Adams tries to feed the ball out and does to Clossy. Clossy, he slips. Over the head hand pass to Davis. Davis just clears the area. Geesham works Verboon off the ball. Verboon manages to get a hand on it, sees it out for a boundary throw-in. This game has certainly gone up, not just 1 notch, it's gone up 2 or 3, and it's all thanks to Maffra's third term, 3 goals to nothing.
A quick around the grounds checks. Harvey Norman Furniture Store in the A-grade netball. Moe has just won the A-grade grand final by 2 goals, 52-50, and best on court went to Isabella Hodgson from Moe.
Great work there by the Lions girls in the A-grade. There was lead changes in that, I believe, as many as what there has been in this. Maybe they had a breeze that they were throwing the ball with, as it seemed to be in all up one end. It's boundary throwing through centre wing. Alexander sharks it off the contest, goes inside 50. Sculling has a sit and takes a nice defensive mark. Plays on quickly, though, through Olden. Olden tries to chip over the top and finds Brown, who's Colin. That's got to be 50. Right in front of you, boys, at ground level.
Umpire said no, by the way. Davidson got it, half-back, kicks it towards half-forward. Bowman is Davis's opponent. Bowman marks. He can go inboard at centre-half-forward is McGrath. How's that shoulder? It's good. It was a good kick. Didn't really test him out. He's true centre-half-forward. He goes long over the back. Hopkins is the one. Fleming will peel back. Hopkins spoiled. Hutz was in the front spot. Got it, delivered to Butcher. Butcher holding things up. 22.5 minutes gone. 6-point margin the Eagles lead by.
How good's Maffra's backline be?
Yep.
Has the inside 50s, Paul, or Leongatha?
That's their first one. Maffra had the previous 4. It's 11-13 this quarter.
Oh, Fleming's
so Leongatha's had 11?
Yeah.
So 11 inside 50s for no goals.
Wow.
1 goal, was it?
Cade Maskell.
I missed one.
Yep.
Yes, I did.
Well,
anyway, 11 inside 50s, only 1 goal.
Absolutely.
The defence is holding up really, really well.
But it is that non-scoring end. It's been mostly up the city end of the ground. Can they get one late? The boundary throw-in. Don't argue there from Bowman. Kicks it to the hot spot. Ganane. We've got it out of bounds. We've got a boundary throw-in before he kicked it. And another boundary throw-in. 23.5 minutes gone. Rick Gallier for Carpet Country.
And you can tell Maffra really are flooding into that back half of the ground. And when they do win it, they're actually tempoing the ball really well and possessing the ball. And then they slingshot it out the flat side of the ground.
Again, ball comes back into play. Misses the 2 ruckman. Bounces. Lockwood there. Come back into traffic. Got tackled. And holding the ball.
You haven't got time in this game. And 50 metres.
Put him down.
It's a bit silly.
Yeah, Fleming. So a 50-metre penalty will go to the Eagles. This will bring Sam Fleming up to the wing, Troy.
When you're in a game like this that's as red hot as what it is, you should know that you don't have that time and space as normal to be able to do that sort of thing. And then to give away a 50-metre penalty just rubs a bit of salt into the wound as Maffra go to the wing. Renoy back to Hudson Holmes. Holmes goes to inside 50, goes over the back. Leading the race back there is Geishan, but beating him to the ball was the line. Boundary throwing 40 metres around from Maffra's goal.
Well, 6 points is the margin. We're late in the third quarter. You've got a feeling it's going to come down to less than a kick. We've all tipped it fairly close. I think Troy was the largest on a 14-point margin. The rest were inside 10. And it's looking that way. Big punch down at the front there. Butcher got swung around in a tackle.
Sling.
And that was a strong one by Luke Bowman.
The Maffra forward line is kept very open with Bennett, and they're calling him the pig man down there. They're Cooper. Cooper's nickname is the pig man. So Cooper and Bennett, they're one out in that deep in that 50. Bit of a jostle going on down there.
Right, they're both about 4'0", but they've certainly given us some highlights this afternoon. Bowman from the stoppage kicked around his body. Just to know, and Hutt kicked it off the ground. Play on, not 15 to the umpire as O'Brien took the mark and then got collared in a tackle. Again, we'll do it.
I'll pose this question to you then, Rick. Do you make that change with Kyle Cooper on Bennett?
Well, they've persisted with Cooper on him all day, and I think it's been a bit of a mismatch for him, to be honest. I think Cooper is just trying to intimidate him, as you can see right now.
I suppose he's only got one, and at this stage, it's a fine line, isn't it? He's only got one. He's looked dangerous. He hasn't troubled him too much on the scorers, and they only trail by 6 points. So,
yeah, Bennett might only have the one, but he's taken some lead-up marks, and he's actually been leading Cooper to the ball.
Stick to your guns. We're still in this game. Hold strong to what you've prepared for all year for this moment. As the kick goes down towards the wing, no one can really mark it. There's a big pack around this football, and the umpire will have no option but to ball it up. You do the preparation, you do the hard work for these moments, Troy.
Yeah, absolutely. And
live and die by the sword.
It might just be a matter of just keep persisting and something might open up the more you go along with it. As Holmes gets a clearance, goes to Carr. Carr down the line, goes over the back of Bennett. Bennett leads the race on Westaway. Just keeps it in, ducks inside, gets a left boot towards the top of the square, cutting it off though. He's sculling.
He's played well.
He's played very well.
Really
Chisel one over the top. And he finds that man. No, it's not Cooper.
Forrester, I think.
Forrester goes to Hopkins. Hopkins switches a play. Has Verboon near side. His chip's going to fall short to... Borshman does really well. Slips at a critical moment. Gives up a handball. Verboon handballs back to Olden. Over the top to Borshman. Borshman looks, goes inside, half forward. Maskell!
Maskell's great.
He's been absolutely fantastic on the left boot. Wheels around.
Lloyd.
Gets to the top of the top of the square. Lloyd has a... sliding in the side is Chrissy Dunn. Have not seen him since the 9-minute mark of the first term when he's kicked the goal. Kicked Leongatha's second. Now he slides in, lines up for goal. Critical moment here for Leongatha.
Maskell's taken 3 contested marks this quarter alone.
Well, 27.5 minutes have gone. We have a 6-point margin to Maffra, but Leongatha through Chris Dunn as a shot on goal. Closing in on three-quarter time. In the 2018 TRFM Gippsland League Grand Final, Chrissy Dunn comes in on the siren to level things up. You betcha. The league's leading goal scorer puts it through the middle, scores level. Three-quarter time, momentum with the Parrots. We've got one to go, and it's all for Harvey Norman Electrical.
She sold over 40 million albums worldwide. Is coming to Etihad Stadium on October 26. And Elders Real Estate Bandstyle and TRFM want to get you there. The one and only Taylor Swift.
Hey, it's Taylor Swift.
Winning is easy. Just tell us your...
They didn't expect us to be like this. They didn't expect the game to be like this. They wanted it easy the whole day. We've given them nothing, have we? We've given them nothing easy, and we're going to refuse to give them anything easy. Like I said, if we don't kick it to them, they don't get them. Tommy's going to go to Sandbrook and stop him running out so much. We've got to put some pressure on it. Tommy. Goals are going to be so valuable. We've got to set something up. Someone's got to do something. Someone's got to take a mark inside 50. Someone's got to stand up. You know, that's what happens in grand finals. Someone really stands up and wins this for them. Our formula's right. You know, what we've trained for is right. You know, we're using the ball pretty well. We're getting all the ball in the midfield now. We've taken their midfield dominance right away from them. They've got no midfield dominance whatsoever. We've got to have confidence in ourselves. Remember, confidence. We're here to win it. We're not here to do anything else today. Right. We're here to win it. Come on. Forwards have got to stand up and score. Come on. We've got to put the score on the board. No matter how much we do in the midfield, no matter how much. Come on. Number off quickly, bump the bar on the coach again, and do it with intent. Right? Put him back under, put him on the back. Come on. Now ball movement. Hit the easy one. The only time you don't hit the easy one is if there's no options. So that means my teammates need to put the work in to make the ground big. If we do that, no one can stop it. Make the ground big and hit the easy one. Come on. Let's go. Make the ground big, clutch. Step forward, take it on the big. We must attack the side. Right? If the foot's going in, we switch. I don't mind if the ball goes in that side, we go to the far side, then we come back through the middle. Right? That's exactly right. That's our footy right. Come on. So, 30 minutes, we've got to play our way. Right? Come on, boys. This is a grind, isn't it? Yeah. Right? So it's taking a bit longer today. So you just keep playing the game. Come on, Come on! Go for it! Slugger, who's off the back? Forrester. Let's go, Cole.
Easy balls down back, so he wants them to really create some more pressure down there. But in the end of it, all he said, we've got a 30-minute grind, boys, and it's up to you.
Yeah, it certainly is. Lots of spectators still on the ground. We're going to get them off very shortly. Paul Carter, the key stats for that quarter, thanks to Gippsland Isuzu.
Well, as you've said, Cole Sandbrook, 9 disposals, take his total to 21. 6 each to Luke Bowman, Cade Maskell, Ryan Olden. And for Maffra, 7 to Alex Carr, 6 to Sam Fleming, 7 to Ed Carr, and 6 to Michael Coleman were the leaders for that quarter.
Well, we would go to a score for you in the AFL, but if you're Melbourne supporters, you don't want to hear it, so we're not going to give it. As West Coast are absolutely flogging Melbourne, and we'll go into the grand final to play against.
It's not looking good.
Well, just in case they wanted to know, they haven't scored a goal yet.
No,
half of football.
No, they haven't. Final quarter is underway, and here we go. It is Willis. And great little tap from Willis to Brown. He got a boot to ball. No, he didn't. Holding the ball. And that's a great tackle by Ed Carr to start things. We've got scores level, as we said. It is all on the line. Hamble out the back. The run from Walker. Drives towards the Bedgood direction. Up they go. Big spoil from Westaway. At Grand Little. Skelling tried to knock it out towards his opponent. A teammate that was couldn't do so. Kelly came in to help. We'll have a stoppage 60 metres around from Maffra's goal.
Anyone willing to change their tips?
No, Leongatha by a point for me.
Leongatha by 14 still for me. It'll open up late as this game goes.
You think?
Maffra by 4. I'm still happy with that, boys.
It'll be by 14 points. They'll kick away in the last 2 minutes and get 2 junk times.
Well, what would we even bother commentating then?
Bowman caught one high from the stoppage, kick around the body there from his teammate in Brown. Got towards the top of the 50. That's a foot race. Hutz is there, closes. He wanted the boundary. He found it, and the umpire said it's okay. Boundary throw in now, up at Leongatha's end, 55 metres out from goal. I wouldn't be surprised if we go to extra time. How good would that be on a day like today?
That would be absolutely fantastic.
The trilogy, how would it be? 1-on-1 and we go to extra time.
Boundary throw-in's going to land on the top of the 50 here for Leongatha. Willis taps it back into the corridor. Brown tracks back. Hudson Holmes cuts it off. Hamill's inboard to Butcher. Butcher runs through the wing. Chips one over the top nicely to Petro. Oh, gets a bounce. It just bounces straight up. Westaway tracks back for Leongatha. He's under pressure. Bedgood taps it into
great tap.
O'Brien puts his head over it. Sliding in there is Skelling. Tries to farm a Hamble out. cut off by Jolly. Tries to shake the tackle.
The ball.
He can't. Hayden Brown.
Butcher's been knocked
He's
out,
gone, boys. I just seen it then. It was, I'm not sure what happened, but Verboon was standing beside him, but he's absolutely out cold.
Legs are gone, Jelly. He's been helped off the ground. You don't think you'd see any further part as Olden at centre-half back. Won it, handballed out wide to Westaway. He's in all sorts of trouble as quickly it goes towards the wing area. Through McGrath, he gets it, kicks it inside. Up they go, no one can mark it. Over the top of Lloyd's head, comes down. Football still in dispute. Hutz is there, wins it. Handballs over the top. Johnson twisting, gets around one. Now left foot kick, goes high. But McGrath and Coleman come together and spoil. We've got a boundary throw in.
Out on the full, Daryl.
It's going to come back then.
Close.
McGrath
is right, obviously right on the boundary. 80 metres from goal, waiting for something to open up. Has to go long, and flying in from the back is Ganane. Ganane unopposed in the end as the contest formed at the front. Ganane read the flight of the ball nicely. Will line up for goal, slight angle, 30 metres out from goal. And
we're going to go down to the boundary. Rick Gallier, just quickly before this shot on goal for Carper Country.
Look, there was just a clash of players with Verboon and Butcher, and didn't quite see what happened, but Verboon did come at Butcher, and Butcher went straight to the ground and did not move for at least 3 or 4 seconds.
Well, he was certainly helped off the ground. The legs were jelly as Jack Ganane comes in. Scores are all tied up, by the way. Ganane puts it on its way, and it's a minor score.
I can tell you that the Maffra bench are seething.
7-10-52. Leongatha with the 11th lead change of the match. Turnbull's Gippsland scoreboard. Maffra 8-3-51.
Well, there's plenty happening. They'd be seething because they're down one short now, and that's their biggest concern as the kick goes out wide in front. Plemming takes the mark at half-back. Turns around. He's got an option inboard. It's Petro. Skelling has to close. Just got a fingertip on it, but it lands in the hands of Petro. Kicks it one-on-one. Here it is. Bennett. Cooper. Bennett with strength. Marked it. Played on. Turned around. Bang! Bennett put it through.
One in the goal.
Hey guys, I'm pretty sure I said that Cooper on Bennett was going to get exposed sooner or later, and I think just right then Bennett pushed him under the ball, ran away, kicked an easy goal.
And that's our 12th lead change for the match at the 4-minute mark of the final quarter as Maffra go to 9-3-57 on the Turnbull's Gippsland scoreboard. Leongatha 7-10-52.
Sandbrook there, just having a chat to the umpire, thought it might have been a free kick. It was just good body use there by Bennett.
Bennett pushed him under the ball very well.
Yeah, just did really well. Just read the flight of the ball nicely, protected the area, back in the middle. Willis taps it down, great work by Marriott. Handballs to Bowman. Bowman tackled straight away by Carr. Players appealing for a free kick. We'll have a ball up. Right, 5 metres left from where it first was after the goal. This time with a lot more numbers around the ball. Willis taps it back towards the corridor. Marriott again, handballs to Sculling, to Hopkins. Links up through Stone. Stone kick around the corner. Comes off and finds Pat McGrath. McGrath chips to centre half forward. Coleman's going to fly in from the side. Over the back, though, is Johnson. Takes a strong mark. And we'll find through the middle there in Cal Porter, left half-back flank for the Eagles.
Well, Porter has it. He looks to switch it. Now he goes back down the line. He'll go in the target there as Jolly will be the one. Sandbrook closed, but too late. Jolly marks. On the half-forward line, make it the wing area there for the Eagles. We're 5.5 minutes into this final quarter. Jolly strolled in, kicked it towards the top of the 50. Westaway had the sit. Couldn't quite mark it, though, in the end. Bedgegood now fights for it at ground level. 45 metres out for goal. And we have a ball up again as the margin is 5 points in favour of Maffra. After that Bennett goal, they're sticking strong. Leongatha aren't making the change. It's still Cooper on him.
I don't know. Stone works the ball forward and finds Lockwood on right half-back flank. Looking forward again, looking down the line. I'd like to see him open the game up through the middle. Jones has a sit, goes over the back. Johnson gets a fist on it. Trying to shark the ball off the pack there was Marriott. Smothered handball on by McGrath. Tries to toe poke it forward. Renoy keeps his feet. As does Davis. Met solidly from the front. No free kick, says the umpire, and we'll have a ball up.
They've let it go a little bit go this last quarter, I think, the umpires. It's just
spot on, Rick.
They've put the whistle away a bit, I think.
3 metres out from Leongatha's goal. Willis tries to tap it down to Marriott. And he's deemed to be holding the ball.
Well, he got that one out of the ruck, got tackled straight away, and then went to ground and was pinged for holding the ball as Porter has it. He's got one in the middle. If it gets over the top, it's Adams. He can get it. Plays on quickly. Borschman puts a little bit of pressure. One-on-one. This time, Cooper wins out. Bennett, ground level again. Swoops on it. Got tackled. Bedgood was there. Stands up like a cat. Turns around left foot. Bang! Daniel Bedgood, you're a star. And he's got another one. The Eagles get it out to 11, Troy Makepeace.
How was that? I'm not Troy Makepeace, but how was that, boys, off halfback? Jack Johnston again off halfback. I've had a look, boys. It's Skelling who's been freed up for Leongatha on their halfback flank, but he just got sucked right up into the play there. It allowed the one-on-ones in the forward 50 for Maffra, and that's what's going to win the game for them. If they want one-on-ones in their forward 50, their two boys are on at the minute, Maffra.
11-point lead to Maffra, which equals the match high to this stage at the 7-minute mark of the final quarter. 10-3, 63 Maffra on the Turnbull's Gippsland scoreboard. Leongatha 7-10-52.
Back in the middle, Willis knocks it forward. Ed Carr's going to read it off the pack though. Chain of handballs ends up through Porter, running through the wing. Has Bedgood out wide. He has West away a couple of metres. Taps it back over his head to his advantage. And boundary line near side. Sees it out for a throw-in, 52 metres from goal. Great clearance work there from the Eagles. They're going forward again. Have just opened up themselves a handy little buffer. 11 points. Still think it's going to be 14 points in favour of Leongatha, Darryl.
Big moments for Monticello's. Big tap by there. It was from Willis. Quick handball from Olden to Hopkins. Left foot kick around his body. Goes over the back. Dunn's there. He's got a couple to beat. Walker closed. Put a tackle on. No prior opportunity. Will have a ball up just inside the field of play in the attacking half for Leongatha.
Done a fantastic job, Sam Walker, on Chris Dunn. Really nullified his influence. But you got to make sure he's on that for the rest of the game, because Dunn can pop up for a couple of goals.
Just quickly, the tag from Alexander to Marriott. Alexander's nearly gone into the Leongatha dugout as Marriott's come for a rest.
He come off and he was looking around for someone to come on for him. As soon as he gets to the bench, Alexander comes to the bench. It's as hard a tag as you've seen.
Yeah, well, it's a big job he's done this afternoon. Marriott stat, we'll get to those in a moment, Paul. It's a shallow throw-in, eluded the two ruckmen. Coleman came and put a boot to ball, and we'll have another boundary throw in exact same spot 30 seconds ago.
Tom Merritt had 11 disposals to three-quarter time and just 2 in that third quarter.
Yeah, the True to Warden Rodder medal winner has the hard tag this afternoon. Troy Makepeace on TRFM. We're going to crack out in the Gippsland League Grand Final.
Oh, great tap by Willis. Brown leaves it behind. Carr doesn't. Tries to shrug under a tackle. Gets a handball out, though, the nick of time. Hopkins goes back to Forrester. His kick around the corner is going to stay in the field of play. Great mark there by Skelling. 60 metres out from goal.
Dunn wants it on his head.
Wheels around. Goes in that direction now. Dunn. Maskell slides in from the side. Goes over the back. Touched by Johnson in the contest. It did roll through for a goal, but Johnson got a hand to it, and a quick kick in from Johnson. Tries to release through Adams.
Goes out wide, and that's a beautiful kick too. Adams Ganane closed. Handballs inboard now to Davis, who overran it. It allowed Leongatha to come in.
Good tackle.
And a strong tackle. As we'll have another ball up and on the McDonald's Gippsland scoreboard.
We have Leongatha 7-11-53, trailing by 10 points. Maffra 10-3-63. We've just gone past the 10-minute mark of the final quarter.
Clearing from that stoppage there, going in Maffra's favour. Bedgood handballs to himself. Goes, runs through 55. That's a lovely kick into Bennett. Bennett marks 35 metres out from goal, 45-degree angle. And Kyle Cooper just lost him again. That's a dangerous matchup. I think a change needs to be made right now.
Who's going there?
Leave that with me.
All right.
Leave that with me.
I'd go Hopkins, boys.
Hopkins.
Down back.
Olden.
Well, Bennett comes in. Let's have a look at this. He's got 2. The margin's 10 points. This could be a big moment of the game for Monticello's as Bennett pushes it across the face for a minor score.
10-4-64 Maffra, 7-11-53 Leongatha. Turnbull's Gippsland scoreboard, almost 11 minutes played in the final quarter.
Boys, I'm not sure if you can see, Danny Butcher's just come on. He's around half forward at the minute there for Maffra, but they have absolutely smashed Leongatha in the clearances this quarter.
Goodness, kick in goes directly down the middle. There'll be a free kick going to Leongatha, right in the centre square. I want you boys down at ground level to keep an eye on Danny Butcher. He seems to be moving okay, but he certainly...
wasn't moving okay.
No, he wasn't. And we'll see how he finishes out this game. Hayden Brown's the one with a free kick in the middle. Kicks it over the top. Goes to Carr, though. It's picked off by Alex. And the Eagles just seem to be getting their hands on it, winning it at the crucial moments. As we're just sort of building up to that moment, he's been called to play on Alex Carr, drives it to the top of the 50. Bedgood will fly, nearly unopposed. He went to ground, lost the football. Skelling was there. Coleman's been tough at it all day. Wins it again and shrugs a tackle. Coleman delivers inside forward 50. Petro had the spoil. He did well. Kept it into play. Sandbrook handballs over the top for the Leongatha side to Bowman. Sold one, sold the other, then gave a handball. Coleman again. Snap around his body. It goes back to the top of the square. Chris Baboon will mark for the Parrots and they're out.
Yeah, they're out through Borshman on the outer side. Has time for let it bounce. Runs through right half back. Chips the ball inside. Davison. Carr flies in. Gets a big fist on it. It goes to his brother in Ed. Ed Carr on the left has Bennett in the pocket. Flying in from the side is Baboon. Takes a strong mark. Releases quickly to Cooper. Cooper to Borshman. Can they get clear this time? No, they can't. Fleming this time is the spoiler. They've been fantastic, not allowing Leongatha any free ball coming out of their back line. Fleming can gather. No, Stone. It spills out to Renoy. Renoy goes inside 50. Bennett over the back. Works Cooper under the ball again. You've got to make the move.
Yep, you do now.
Bennett marks. He's on a tight angle. Not the ideal spot for a left footer.
I reckon the wind will bring this around, boys. I reckon this is definitely kickable.
Started to the right goalpost.
Yep.
This would make it extremely difficult for Leongatha to get back into this contest.
Maffra have been unbelievable at the contest in the final 5 minutes here. Their pressure has really lifted, and this man, Bennett, can put one nail in. No. He kept it skinny. He's missed everything, and it's gone out of bounds on the full. And, wow, that could be a big moment as we sit on 11 points. As Kelly will be the one to bring it back and resume play.
How many inside 50s Leongatha had, Paul, in this quarter?
9 to Leongatha, 3 to Maffra's 9.
They can't get the ball past centre, Daryl.
No, it goes out wide. Oldham was a strong mark here on the half-back flank. Gave it over the top to Brown. He just had to get it going forward again. Porter's going to come in. Oldham will close. Porter gave it up to Holmes. Holmes, beautifully done. Silky, handled over the top. Jolly did well. Renoy, twisting and turning. Back onto the right foot. Delivery, though, poor. And it's gone out of bounds on the full. He did everything right except execute.
Exactly right. This is an opportunity, though, for the Parrots. They're going to switch up play. Sandbrook goes back inside his defensive 50. Has Westaway. Westaway can run and bounce. Gets to 30 metres out from his own goal. Goes long. Stone takes a strong mark.
Got one. Runners.
Run out of breath. As Stone releases Kelly. Kelly goes inside 50. Over there is Maskell. Sliding in there is Coleman. Coleman does well. Dunn puts his head over it. Spills out to Lockwood. Lockwood handballs to Marriott. Marriott tries to shrug a tackle. Holding the ball. Plenty of opportunity to get rid of the ball there, Marriott. Couldn't find a free teammate and was held too long. And winning the ball back there looks to be David Adams for the Eagles. As working the ball back there. Just going to play in the hands there of the Eagles. Adams goes wide. Jones points Davidson. Davidson does well. Fleming tries to don't argue. Gets tackled. Toe poke forward. Marriott tracking back there. Davis there for the Eagles. Tackled straight away. No prior opportunity. 60 metres out from Leongatha's goal. They need something to open up very quickly. Do the Parrots. They need to get a goal and a goal fast. 15 minutes gone. 11-point margin in favour of Maffra.
There's one more turn in this game. What will it be? Will it be the Parrots close? Or will it be the Eagles to extend as Lockwood for Leongatha on the wing wins it, kicks it high towards 50. It's all Maffra, and Fleming, as he likes, can take the uncontested mark. And he's been supreme at this for many years. He goes backwards to Johnson. They got numbers on if they move it out this wide, and they don't. Leongatha did well. He comes in board backwards to Davis, who marks. We're still in Maffra's defensive 50 as they lead by 11 points at the 15-minute mark. Davis kicks it high and wide. The ruckman out there, Jones, comes down front and square was Carr. Kick around the body towards half forward. Bedgood will lead the chase, and the boundary will be close, and Westaway was there as well. We'll have a boundary throw in 70 metres around from Maffra's goal as Bennett and Cooper are still 1-on-1 in the goal square.
I reckon they need to make the change as Lockwood taps it down in front. Too high free kick going the way of Maffra. It's going to go to Dylan Alexander, left half forward flank. As a slow play is not going to play into the hands of Bennett. He goes shallow. Jolly over the back there is Sandbrook. Falls down to Marriott, running through half back. Goes long down the line. That's a strong lead by Lloyd. It's going to bounce in front. Goes past both him and Hutz. Hutz tracks back.
Oh, Hutz has been good.
Gets inside Lloyd. Fleming fumbles at a critical time. Has enough composure, though. Goes to Johnson. To Hutz. Back to Johnson. Johnson clears the area. Goes to the wing. Kelly in from the side. Carr over the back there is Sandbrook. Handball forward. Bounces in front of Lockwood. Handballs to Olden. They go forward again. That's a nice pass. Finds Borshman. Borshman chips one over the top.
Kick.
Leading Maskell. Marks 35 metres out. Almost directly in front. And we'll go back. Line up for his 5th goal of the game, Cade Maskell. And this is a goal they absolutely need. We have just ticked over 17 minutes into this final term. 11 points in favour of Maffra. Leongatha need this one to make it a 1-goal game.
Wasn't that a great kick, their delivery inside forward 50? They're lowering the eyes, just not blazing away, looking for a tall target. And he kicked it before the guys had even led to that spot. Maskell will come in, as we said, 11 points behind. Cade Maskell puts it on its way. It's got the distance, and it has the accuracy. Maskell now has 5 goals.
He does, and he's been absolutely fantastic as all the big guns for Leongatha come on. Benny Willis just come on. Sculling's gone back on there. They're going to set up now behind the footy. It's going to be an interesting last 10 or so minutes, boys. But look at that score. It's tight. It's exactly the same as last year. We're set for a brilliant last 10 minutes.
Turnbull's Gippsland scoreboard says a 5-point lead to Maffra, 10-4-64. Leongatha 11-59, and we've played 18 minutes in this final quarter.
Just quickly, Paul, how long have the quarters gone so far?
Between 27.5 and 28.5.
Back to the middle, Jones tapped it down. Marriott now starting to get his hands on it. Hopkins in there, Brown. Now Lockwood has it, just fumbled at the crucial moment. Olden steps around one. Delivery, great smother by Adams. Ball in dispute, Maskell. Boot to ball, top of the square. Dunn's good in this position. Just a little toe poke towards the boundary line. Hutz has been unbelievable for the Eagles, for Gippsland Isuzu Ute this afternoon.
He's been an absolute rock. Just Spees in the right place at the right time. There's big James Hutz. Boundary throw in 10 metres around from Leongatha's goal as Willis and Jones goes over the back to Brown. Brown's kick to the top of the square. Hopkins flying in is done. Falls to ground. Ganane back there. Holmes,
smooth.
Nice and composed and can run and carry. He will run defensive 50. Runs through that area. Turnover. Goes to Cooper. Cooper to Kelly. Kelly misses a handball in Olden. And he'll be seen over for... No, stays in. Willis. Working back there is Jolly. Now it's out. Deliberate out of bounds against Jolly. It's going to favour of Leongatha.
Just quickly, Bennett has a new opponent now. Forrester is on him as Cooper's been released up the ground, boys.
It's going to be Olden. I've made the change.
Yep.
Olden going to go to the top of the square. A big pack forms. Flying in is Lockwood. Goes to the back. There is Stone. He can't. Great fierce tackle on Fleming. We'll have a ball up right in front of goal. 15 metres from goal. James Lloyd lays a fierce tackle on. It was Coleman was the last man to get up.
This is massive. Absolutely massive. 20 minutes are about to tick over. We're in time on to the TRFM Gippsland League Grand Final. Maffra win this stoppage. Marriott ran down Carr.
Oh, my God.
And the Troon Award Rodder Medal winner has run down Alex Carr and will have a shot on goal. The massive moment is for Monticello's this afternoon.
And Alex Carr, if Maffra win, would be a big show for the best on ground medal as well.
Marriott, he is directly in front. He is about 40 metres out for goal. Leongatha trail by 5 points. Remember, they won by a point in 2017. Maffra won it in 2016. As Marriott walks in, directly in front, a little skip, a kick, and a goal. Leongatha lead by a point.
You can never write them off, boys, can you? They look like they're down and out about 10 minutes into this last quarter. Maffra were all over them in the clearances and all around the ground, but now they've just fought back. They've just had a 10-minute patch. It's just all about momentum. how important is this centre clearance here, boys, for either side. Whoever wins this clearance and get in there forward 50 is going to
win the game.
I'll have a really good chance of scoring and getting ahead. It's just tight. It's unbelievable down here at ground level.
Lead change number 13 puts Leongatha 1 point in front. 21-minute mark of the final quarter. 9-11-65 to 10-4-64. Turnbull's Gippsland scoreboard.
Oh, apology in advance. I'm going to lose my voice, I guarantee it. No one can win it. Marriott does strength. Gave it to Stone. Kick around the body. Half forward flank. Jack Johnson's there for the Eagles. Gets it. Turns around. Back, left, right. Handball. Missed the target. Ed Carr gathers it. Gives it back to Johnson. They stop. Relieve. Coleman has it. Inboard to Fleming. Goes backwards to Jack Johnson. Kicks towards the wing area. Hopkins will mark for the Parrots. He can chip it on board. McGrath's dead centre of the rec reserve here at Morwell. Holds things up.
That's one on near side in Westerways, looking long down, straight down the corridor. Chips one in board. Finds Kelly. He plays on through the centre. That's a bit of a miss kick. Lloyd's going to gather. Oh, Alex Carr, fantastic. Cuts it off for the Eagles and booms one out left defensive 50. Bounces in front of Geishan, goes out of bounds for a boundary throw in. Right half forward flank for the Parrots. 22 minutes. We've had 27.5, 28 and 27.5. So there'll only be about 4 to 4.5 minutes of real time. Willis knocks it forward. Working back there is Olden. Gets his head taken off. That's got to be a free kick. 70 metres out from Leongatha's goal. Ryan Olden will take his time getting up. And got to gather his head from the turf as well in the meantime.
Picks his head up.
Just takes him time going back over the mark. I'll expect this one just to go deep. Inside 50 to the top of the square. Goes in that area. Lloyd, nice lead. Underruns it. Goes to Maskells. Snaps around the corner. Goes across the face of goal. Out of bounds on the full. And no Maffra player there to bring it back in quickly.
Hopkins was quick to man the mark, wasn't he?
Did that really well. That's just good game awareness from Hopkins. Quick kick in. Goes to that man in Butcher. Copped a nasty hit early in this final term. Is back on the field. He comes near side. Looking for Adams. Working back there is Fleming. Goes through his hands. Ganane there for the Parrots. Gets a hurried kick forward. Hopkins keeps it in. Taps it the way of Sandbrook. Butcher sees it over. Boundary throwing 40 metres around from Leongatha's goal. In the right area for them. 23 minutes and 40 seconds gone. Final term. 1 point margin in favour of Leongatha. Can they hold on? Or do Maffra have something left? Both ruckmen fall over. And the boundary umpire's going to have to do it again.
Bree's got a hold of it, mate.
Bree's got a hold of it. Jones slipped over. Willis tripped over Jones. Secondary boundary throw in. Again, the Breeze grabs it. Goes over to the back of the pack. Putting his head over is Fleming. Carr just barrels it outside defensive 50. It's a foot race. Kelly and Renoy. Renoy knocks it to space. Kelly keeps his feet. He'll gather. Handball over the top. Olden's been fantastic this final term. Chips one inside 50. Just out of reach of Chris Dunn. Goes out for a boundary throw in 40 metres around again from Leongatha. Goal. Maffra, they're capable. They can go coast to coast.
Yep.
You just feel like they got one in them, don't you?
Absolutely.
Yeah, 1 point margin in favour of Leongatha. 24.5 minutes gone now. Ball back into play. Stoppage again. And we'll do it inside Leongatha's forward 50, 40 metres out from goal. And you're exactly right. Maffra can do it. They can go coast to coast. Can they hold on the Parrots? Out the back, Olden. Kick was partially smothered. Only goes 5 metres. Quick kick goes straight up and down the air from Walker. No one can mark it. A big fist. Falls in the hands of Ganane. Step around his body. It's going to bounce for a minor score, though.
Gives the ball back.
Yep.
9-12, 66 Leongatha now on the Turnbull's Gippsland scoreboard, leading by 2 points over Maffra, who are 10-4-64, 25.25 minutes have been played.
Fleming asking for it to go quickly. He goes inboard to Hutt. Hopkins does well. Dunn. This could be the sealer. Chrissy Dunn puts it through for the Parrots. The costly kick in has turned it over, and Chris Dunn gets another one.
Yeah, that's all it was. It's really tough there on Fleming, but it just was that turnover. I could see Paul Carbis down at the bench. Marriott's going back on. He's going straight back into the middle. Whether they put a few behind the ball here, there can't be long to go. There'd be a couple of minutes if that. It's going to be an interesting, like I said earlier, it's all about this centre clearance. Maffra have to win it if there any chance.
And we have an 8-point lead to Leongatha now. They are 10-12-72. Maffra 10-4-64. Last 9 inside 50s have gone Leongatha's way.
Boys, if they kick one more goal, guess what the margin is?
Rick Galea, you're kidding me.
He can't hear.
Back in the middle they go. Marriott wins and handballs out the back. Miss Skelling allowed Renoy to run onto it. He wins it, gets around, left foot goes inside, forward 50. The numbers favour Leongatha. West away. Goes up and marks in front of Edgegood. He can switch it out wide and get it to Davidson, who can mark defensive 50. And will slow things up at the 26.5-minute mark. Kicks to the wing and Dunn can mark on his chest.
60-metre lead then, boys.
Now it's Leongatha holding on to things as Chrissy Dunn kicks it towards high and half forward. Willis is the target. Hopkins flew, couldn't mark it. Hutch went through. Marriott won it. The advantage is paid. Handballs over the top to Lloyd. It sits for him. Snap around the body, Lloyd. It's coming back. Not enough. And it's a minor score. And Rick Galea's got the margin at the moment. It's 9 points on the Turnbulls Gippsland scoreboard.
It's 10-13-73 to 10-4-64, and we've played 27 minutes now in the final term.
I needed Leongatha to kick that goal. If Lloyd had to kick that goal, I would have the margin at 14 points.
One more point and it's all mine.
What
it's
a game.
all happening.
Unbelievable game of football. Maffra, bring it back into play. Coleman got it to Carr. Alex kicks it high towards the wing area. In front there was Ed Carr can mark. He plays on quickly. He can get it towards Petro direction and Baboon in front. Petro had the spoil, but it was good enough. He caused a boundary throw in and he allows the troops to reset. Have they got one left? 27 minutes gone. Make it 28.
They might, Darryl, but I think they don't have time left. Right on centre wing. 28 minutes coming up. Boundary throw in. Clearance is critical. Willis taps it down the front. Bowman there. Carr tackled straight away. Great work there by the Parrots just to lock that in. Carr has been absolutely fantastic for the Eagles. Has been in everything. As time on has been called, so this wasting time. Willis and Jones.
Oh, free kick to Maffra. Yep, Dunn got in between the two. Ruckman didn't allow Jones to get it. Handballs out the back to Johnson. They go to half forward. Coleman can mark. He plays on. Handballs over the top. Was smothered by Sandbrook. And we've got another boundary throw in. Sandbrook saves the day.
Big moments thanks to Monticello as the Eaglehawk range a 3 for $15. A crucial intercept there by Sandbrook.
And we're now into the longest quarter of the match.
28 minutes have passed. We're closing in on 29. Jones tapped it down. Marriott gave it to Hopkins. A quick one to Bowman. Gets it towards the wing area. Dunn is there. Can't mark. Fleming wins it though. He's going to look for the middle area. Kicks it. It's going to be a turnover though. McGrath will mark. And that could just about do it. As Paddy McGrath has it for the Parrots, gets it out wide to Westaway, who holds it up. He can go further again. They've got a man up, the Eagles. Davidson marks, slowing things up again. They lead by 9 points. And there it is. The Parrots have gone back to back for the first time ever in the history of the Leongatha Football Netball Club.
In this league.
In this league, Leongatha win it 10 goals, 13-73. Have defeated Maffra 10-4-64. A gallant Maffra Eagles. But today, what a game between the top two sides. An unbelievable finish to the 2018 TRFM Gippsland League Grand Final. Again, the trilogy has been written and the decider went to Leongatha.
Wow, what an epic, an absolute epic. This game promised so much and delivered everything plus more. Fantastic game from both sides. It was, what was the most, like I said earlier, the highest margin was 11 points throughout the whole game. And how many lead changes was it, Paul, in the end?
13.
13 lead
and
changes.
5 times level.
Absolute epic. This one will go down in the history books as one that we can all look back on and say, I was there when. And it was Leongatha in the end. As a distraught Maffra players, they threw everything into this game.
Yep.
Halfway through that quarter, they led by as much as that margin, 11 points, and looked to be in control. But it was Leongatha who was the ones that found something extra, and it was Tommy Marriott, the chase down tackle deep inside their forward 50 when Maffra looked to be clearing the area, goes back and slots the goal to really drive a dagger into the hearts of the Maffra side.
Well, they kicked 3 goals. The last 3 goals of the game did the Parrots. They got challenged early, and as we said, Daniel Bedgood gets a goal at the 7-minute mark.
It's gonna be nice. Congratulations.
There's this guy getting involved.
Like, someone needs to come pick me up.
You were fantastic. Oh man. Hey Nico, what's this? How's it
And flag follows, best part about it, flag follows. Flag follows up there. Which one's going to run?
Which way are looking for? I think once again, as last year was a great grand final. Footage was out of course in the league after the playing against great side. You lost a couple of teams against and you won a couple in a row. So congratulations to you guys. That's a double over to us tonight. Well done. Great players. And to our boys, shout from Adam. You saw us last 2 weeks ago. Hard game to come back from, but for our boys to be leading, 20 minutes after the last quarter, so I don't think anyone would have thought that. I thought we tackled our ass chase and did everything we possibly could to get ourselves in the game, and we just beat by the rest of the game. Congratulations.
I'd now like to call upon Jamie Aiken to present the Stan Aiken Medal, adjudged best performance by the TRFM Goodbye Last Competition team, and today that goes to Leongatha's Kate Mansfield. She's good to remember. It's tough with 2 teams that say good, but then absolutely keep it so close. We could go into the last both years finals and we're fortunate enough to be in front in the finals. I know I think that one felt just as good as from that. They hit back to back so good.
Yeah, I know. Fair game. To Wayne and Maffra, great game. You've been great all year, and with the benchmark, we have to chase you. You've been a great club over the last few years, and no doubt next year will be the same. To our volunteers and supporting group families that have come along and supported us, not just today but all year, thank you very much. To my assistant coaches and family, thank you very much. It's been a great club to come along to, and we finally got the reward. To my assistant coaches who they would have copped a fair bit from me all year, Al Scott and Christian Graham, thank you very much. And it's a great feeling. I didn't know we were going to get there in that last quarter. I thought Maffra might have had us, but we stayed the true test of time, and our boys came through. So well done, boys.
Tom Marion with the Premiership Cup 2018. Get in there! Fucking ones and twos, baby! Hey, we win the flag! Ones and twos! We win the flag! Row at the back. Right, two rows at the back and some guys down in front. So, two rows at the back and... Yeah! Just so we can see everybody. Alan, look at this!
Have you got everyone?
Make sure we can see everybody.
Have you got everyone? You haven't got everyone.
Fresh cut cover! Fresh salad! Take it! Who's not here? Is everyone here? Go again! Go again!
Come over here. Jake, look at me. Jake. Jake. Yeah, that's it. Grab a cup.
you get the other medal if you go home? Yeah, I'll get the cup. Yeah, I'll get the
Just Instagram and what a couple. What a couple. Oh, that's that good. That is that much. Oh, let's go.
Thanks, guys. Do you want to do that? Wait, Damo, come out again. You have to screw it. Shit! Get right close there, guys, and I'll jump in there.
Careful, Matt. I
got to do it again.
Your shot. Okay.
Right, are you ready, guys? Here we go. Harry! Beautiful. What's your name? Get on your track, John. Get the top.
Yeah, we just hung.
Front page as well. Front page.
Yes, they won't fit you on the front page.
Well, you're being in slow. Get in there, Tim. Get in there.
Boy, oh boy.
Sounds like Slugger. Hang on. Look at this one, guys. Fantastic stuff. This is a 2010 mark. Hey, sure. Premiership. Double up. Hey, John. Double mate. Colin.
Oh, it's dip. Insta dip. Angles on the boy. Angles on the boy.
Did you get break down. I'm looking at coach now.
Yeah, I saw you, mate.
Glorious. Hang on, baby.
Wait, jump. Hang on. Go give him the elbow. No, Ken?
Ken, country footy. His son's got a can out. You good? Righto, Skells. Right page. Right page. Let's go.
Jude in too. Yeah, 2 seconds. Are we waiting for someone? Yeah, waiting for Mal. Where's Mal? Where's your Jude? Jude done the whole thing. Hey! This is a fun day. This is my fun day. Wait, are we still going tomorrow? On your ass.
Probably not.